Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogan Monster here, and welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF as we like to call it. Hope everybody's having a good day, good night, or evening. I know it's, 9 o'clock on the East Coast. It's only 6 o'clock here, so I hope I'm not interrupting anybody's dinner time. It's good to see everybody. Ida, how are you, hon? Hey, Sharon, Sandra Piper, Judy, how are you? Sugar Britches, welcome, welcome. Hey, Ben, what's up, brother? Mr. Hand, what's up, Rex? Who else? We got a bunch of people here. Sharon Guy, I believe, is here. Mr. Lee. What's going on, Mr. Lee 3PO? Damien K, how's it going, man? Welcome back. Who else? Scotty Waddles. My Eyes. I don't know if I said that one yet. Yes, I did. Don't mind me. Not that you do, so it's all good. Who else? Anita, how are you? Hope you're feeling better. Anita's having dinner. She'll be eavesdropping. Cindy Finn, how are you? Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I apologize. You guys we just got here and it's 30 watching already. Donald, what's up? So yeah, guys, if you've never been here before, this is Why the Fascination. And I want to know why you guys are here. You know, what keeps you coming back to all these shows, all these different crazy, subjected, be it paranormal, what's your story? It's got to be a reason why you guys are watching this all the time. So, that's what we do here is I have people come on and tell me their story. Everybody likes to hear a good story. Plus it helps to get shit off your chest too. So that always works. So what I do is I put the link in chat and you can click on the link and just follow the directions and join me here in chat on the show. If the bottom of the screen, you'll see stop cam. If you don't want to be on camera, you just hit that and you don't have to be on camera. It's pretty simple. And all I ask is that you turn off YouTube in the background so we don't get that nasty echo. Mr. Staten, what's up, Danny? Good to see you. BF Bud, what's up, buddy? That wasn't a joke. How's Angie doing, buddy? Davy Jones Locker, welcome. Davy Jones is coming from Pacific Northwest, I do believe. JCL, Ohio. What's going on, dude? I'll be in the woods like 3 weeks, so a little over 3 weeks. So I'll be putting the thermal to use. JCL. What's up, Lockbeard? So yeah, let me start. Oh shit, I don't even think I copied it yet. Invite. Yeah, normally when I log on, I just get everything ready, and I was talking to Stevie on the phone, so I didn't. But here you go. The link is in chat, so if you want to pop on, feel free. I encourage it. Otherwise, you got to listen to me babble on and on. What's up, Stevie? Grasshopper? What's up, buddy? I know Stevie saw your name and that she said the same thing in her head. Grasshopper? Hey, Joe, Squatching Cowboy. How's it going? NAC, what's up, buddy? Tonight's everybody. Everybody's a buddy. Apparently. Hey, chessboard. I do believe I said hi to Mr. Fritz. Yeah, I did. LIB. What'd it do? Where was it? Where the hell did I just see you? I was in some strange. Northern Michigan Bigfoot. I was watching that last night for a little while. Mike's LIB is a mod over there. How long did that friggin' thing go on, man? I I watched for a little while, went back. It was still on. It was on like over 3 hours. I was surprised it went that long. What else we got going on in here? Cheese Freak. What's up, Cheese? So yeah, we're under a month now in the countdown for the camp out that we're doing on July 3rd and that weekend for a couple days. We'll probably go through the weekend. I don't know, maybe bail on Tuesday or whatever. But yeah, there's a few people coming out, and I'm looking forward to everybody coming out and hanging out with me, and Stevie and Jay and a bunch of other people. White Wolf, how's it going? Mr. Van Buren, what's up, buddy?
Hey, I thought I'd come check you out, check the channel out. How's everybody tonight?
All right, how you been?
Oh,
Hold on a second. Hold on. Yeah. It's Garth Brooks. He wants his shirt back.
Good one. Hey, I'm patriotic.
Right on, man. No, I've seen you wear it before. That's cool.
Well, I just got through with my show, so I thought I'd pop in and see
right
what's
on.
going on over here. So,
how did that go?
Really, really good. Had an interesting topic. Topic I didn't know much about before. Had a guest that's really into it and has his own company. And
really?
It was all about artificial intelligence, which was it was interesting. But the way the technology's going can be a little scary sometimes. So,
well, yeah. When it learns from itself, then you got to worry.
So luckily your show comes on right after mine, so I can join you.
Yeah, man. I didn't even realize yours was on because I'm always like, I have the studio here, but I live somewhere else, so it's like in that hour, I'm always like frantic trying to get my crap together to get here. How's it going, Ben?
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Good.
So can I do a quick plug-in?
Absolutely. What, are you kidding me?
Okay, everybody, if you like a good variety show, Van Buren Variety, YouTube. Do Van Buren and the word variety. I'm on the air live Tuesdays at 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern. I have a different guest every week and talking about a different subject. Could be a profession, a hobby, a how-to segment, maybe a musical segment. So make sure you check out Van Buren Variety if you haven't already. Okay, there's my ad.
What's the range of the subjects?
Oh, well, I've done book authors. The topic I had on tonight, the guy I had on talking about artificial intelligence.
Okay.
I've had people talk about there's a guy whose line is repairing old 1980s vintage video games.
Okay.
Really?
All right.
I've actually
Atari's, Colegos.
Yeah.
I remember those.
I've had cryptids on. I've had people talk about cryptids, and had people talk about the paranormal. I've had that on. Esports, paleontology. Had someone do a American Sign Language class.
What are your views on cryptids?
I believe. I'm very much a believer. In fact, a very good friend of mine is into that, and I didn't know much about it till I started talking to him. And yeah, I mean, the evidence is there as far as I'm concerned. I can't believe there'd be some people that still deny it, but obviously, they're very elusive. And
people don't want to admit it. I mean, really?
Yeah, they fear the unknown.
Sounds silly. I understand it sounds silly. It really does. But, I mean, with all the eyewitness testimony, there's got to be something to it, man.
Absolutely.
Oh, there's something to it.
So I've had that on. I've had all kinds of other topics on. Again, every week's a new guest and a new topic. So I've learned a lot. I've almost had 70 episodes now. And so just having the guest on, not only has my audience at Van Buren Variety learned, I've learned. Just by having
Absolutely.
people talk about different topics like esports. I knew really next to nothing, but now I kind of got that background knowledge now.
Ooh,
Well, that's
ooh,
good to
ooh.
expand your horizons,
Hmm.
Yeah, definitely. I have a buddy that has 200 episodes, 200
200.
plus episodes. Definitely.
Wow.
This guy is the best. Best at what he does. Absolutely. Okay. Mr. Mogs right there.
Yeah. We just did our 200th live last week before, something like
Yeah.
that.
It's
Week
like,
before.
Congratulations.
yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, we're up to probably 206 now, somewhere around there.
Well, in
Yeah.
fact, Monster, this guy here has been a guest on my show. Gonna bring
Oh,
that
yeah.
up too.
Mhm.
Wow.
Early on, 70 already. Damn.
Yeah,
Wow.
70 episodes. Well, it'll be 70 next week, and wow,
I'm going to have to check out your channel.
It flies by, dude. It really does. You don't realize it. And as long as you're consistent and just do whatever just keep it up. It
Yeah.
adds up quick.
oh, it has. I mean, I'm not trying to brag on myself by any means, but before
No.
when I was struggling to get guests. Now, people are contacting me, wanting me to be on the show. I even had a boxer on my show a
Oh,
few
right
weeks
on.
ago. I'm like, wow, I didn't know much about boxing, so I don't really watch that, so I had to keep up, watch some questions, get some questions down, and look at his career, and so like, okay, I'm prepared.
Ooh.
That's
Hey,
cool.
man, I have a topic that you might want to explore. Remote viewing. Have you heard of that?
I've heard of it. I don't know much about it though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that going on now. There's some remote viewers out there that have been like actually on Tex's show over on his
Sure.
channel.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Jessica Jones, she does remote viewing, I believe.
Know that.
That'd be an interesting topic. Yeah, I'd like to see someone do that, and maybe I could put it live on my
Texas
show
front
while they're
porch?
I
doing it.
I want to learn how to do it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of scared of it, bro.
I'm not scared of it. I just
I kind of am. But Texas front porch has that?
yeah. Jessica Jones has a show over there. She broadcasts out of his. I guess it's his channel.
Oh,
You do the same thing, don't you? You go through Texas channel or no?
I haven't been to Texas Channel in a while.
Okay.
They've got a lot of things going on their side, and
Okay.
I'm kind of behind the scenes on his channel. I'm the one that's heard but never seen, I guess you could say. And plus, I've kind of, that reason I created my show, I kind of spun off from them, didn't abandon
Yeah.
it.
No, I
Spun off.
remember you'd be in
Yeah,
the background.
yeah.
wish I had a sweet band animal.
I'm sorry, I've got somebody here that wants attention. Let's
No,
see.
no worries.
Let's give her attention.
Oh,
Kitty cat.
She just had
that
7
that mom, how are you?
Oreo.
Hey, Charlie, Howling Underdog Films. Good to see you.
Hey Ben, I want to ask you. You just said earlier you're kind of afraid of remote viewing. Why are you afraid of it?
Mm, I've
You get
listened
lost.
to Coast with where Art Bell interviews Malachi Martin, and he does not say good things about it. So that's worth a listen. The Coast to Coast with Malachi Martin, and I've seen somebody possessed by a demon.
Oh,
So
really? Oh, wow.
yeah, really, I've seen that. So it kind of I'm kind of leery about it, man, because there's
Okay.
I believe in certain things, but the things that you believe in the most are things that you have actually witnessed. So I mean, I know that's possible. And what Malachi Martin said on Coast to Coast kind of resonated with me. So that's why I'm kind of, I'm really leery about it, pretty scared of it, actually.
Well, I'm guessing Malachi said that you're setting yourself up.
Mhm.
I thought maybe you were because remember the movie? I remember years ago there was a movie called Paranormal Activity. It wasn't remote viewing, but this guy set up a camera in his
No,
room. And
no,
so, are you maybe Ben? Are you afraid what you might be capturing on your camera? Maybe.
no, it has nothing to do with a camera, man.
No,
Remote
this
viewing.
is about remote viewing, as in
Yeah,
like
that's it.
psychically projecting yourself somewhere else.
Okay, see, I
Your mind
misunderstood.
and your
See, I
and
didn't
your
know what it was, so I'm
yeah.
completely on
Okay.
another
Well, you
channel.
should have asked. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, yeah.
I did not know that. Okay, so
No.
y'all taught me
Yeah.
something I didn't know. So yeah, I would love
Yeah.
to. You know what, Ben? That really has me interested. I'd like to do a show on my channel about that for people like me that really don't know a lot about it. So
Yeah.
perfect. Thank
So
you.
kind of like being in one place and kind of psychically projecting your mind to be in somewhere else and
Okay.
observing different things that are there. I mean, dude, look it up first. Look it up first. You
Do
know.
that.
So yeah, it's definitely an interesting topic.
Mm-hmm.
If you've ever heard of the Squatchers, they're a research group, all women. There's 3 ladies. I think there were 4. I'm not sure. Um, Either 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 3 actually are remote viewers.
Really,
Yeah,
I didn't know that, man.
yeah. Jen, uh, I'm guessing. I think it's Cruz, not Kraus. I'm not sure. But she was on, whose show was she on? I think Jeff had her on over on Pine Island Research.
Okay.
And yeah, I was impressed. Like that's who I would want to learn from.
Hmm.
Seriously.
Oh,
Because I
so
know even if I had questions, they'd be answered.
yeah.
With this woman. Yeah.
Okay.
Angel Nolan, how are you?
Hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty fascinating, that whole remote viewing thing.
Okay.
I mean,
It-
hell, the government used it for years. They trained remote viewers. I don't know if it
Absolutely.
was the CIA or whoever did it, but yeah, I mean that's a known thing that they were spying on Russia or China or whatever just through remote viewing.
They sure were.
Well, if y'all know of anybody that's into that, refer them my way. I'll definitely put them on the show just as an educational, I mean, for me included. I'm very, very intrigued.
Go check out Texas channel. Jessica Jones. She
Jessica
does.
Jones, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's her thing is remote viewing. I guess I haven't really
Man,
watched any of her stuff, but I know according to what's that?
I'm gonna have to check that out. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Jessica Jones on Texas channel, Texas Front Porch, right?
Yes, in Texas Front Porch.
Okay, Donald Fuller says Jessica Jones remote views fictional stories. What?
What?
What the hell is that? Hey, Nikki, what's going on, girl?
Hey,
Let
thank
me,
you, Mr. Lee 3PO, for the promotion. Appreciate it.
That might make sense because I remember seeing something for her
Where's
show,
that?
and they were going to remote view
Damn, that dude has a sweet ass.
something that happened in the past, and I don't remember what it was. What was that, dude?
That guy had a sweet bandana. Donald Fuller. Might have to get myself a bandana, man.
What color you want? You know my email address.
Yeah, I do. I do.
It's funny. I was, I'm packing. I'm trying to get all my shit together and get rid of stuff and minimize and just reduce and I had to do a bunch of laundry and I opened up the dryer and it looked like a magic shop exploded because there were it was just full of
That's funny.
bandanas.
Oh, wow. You won the lotto.
It was funny. Because I have cotton, like this is cotton bandanas, or I have when I was at work I'd always grab a bandana, but there were those polyester ones, those crap ones that don't absorb anything.
Right.
Things that repel water. Yeah.
Right. It's like off a duck's back.
Hydrophobic bandanas.
But yeah, I have way too many bandanas.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh, dude, right behind me. I have over 100.
Wow. I'm gonna send you my address, bro.
Told you. And I'll bring some up to the camp out. That's another thing, Bob. We're doing a camp out in July 23rd,
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
up on the Mogollon Rim here in Arizona.
Wow.
Um, we have, I don't know how many people are coming right now. I know Papa Craig and his wife are coming down from, the Pacific Northwest.
I wish I could, man.
Stevie B, Jay Fritz are coming out. They're going to stop and pick up Sharon Guy, and they're coming out from Florida, and I guess Sharon's
Maybe
in
they could pick me up too.
Arkansas. There's a few people. I think somebody's coming out from California. Yeah, it's Nikki is going to be there as well. Her sister.
You said July
Um,
23rd?
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might like to
So
interview one or all of y'all on my show when it's done so I could talk to me about
yeah,
it if you
yeah,
want.
it's a camp out, but there's reports of I know somebody who has activity in his camp, and it's only maybe probably 5 miles as the crow flies from where I'll be camping.
Yeah, the
So
rim's not that big,
what's
The
that?
rim, the rim's not that big.
I mean, it goes for 200 miles, but
Wow, does it really?
yeah, it goes all the way to New Mexico.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
July in Arizona, ain't that going to be kind of toasty out there?
7,500 feet.
Really?
Dude,
Yeah,
that rim is really, really high in atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
It goes really, really high. It's in elevation. I
yeah.
mean,
It's 7,600 feet where we'll be.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
All right.
Like right now, I'm about 3,500 feet where I'm sitting now.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, dude, the rim is so high. Uh, it's like a different ecosystem
Oh no,
completely.
it is a different ecosystem. I mean, it's weird. Like across the street from me here, there's like maybe straight out a mile. There's a mountain range, and I go up there occasionally. And as you go up in elevation, he just said it's a different ecosystem, but you go through different ecosystems on the way up.
Yeah,
In 4,000 feet, you're changing maybe four times,
yeah,
and you end up in this forest. It's all ponderosa pines.
yeah.
Up on the Mogollon Rim in Arizona, they have the largest stand of ponderosa pines in the world.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's where Travis Walton
Yep.
got
He
abducted
was
by
over by
that.
Snowflake, I believe.
Huh?
But it's up there in the White Mountains or near the White Mountains and the rim.
Yeah. Man, it's so far up. Like while you driving, your ears will pop
Oh yeah.
plenty
Oh hell,
times.
mine. When I would take the bus from here to Sedona, it's about 10 miles, and it only goes up in elevation about 500 feet, but my ears would pop every time I took the bus.
Hmm. That's the difference in elevation over there.
Yeah.
The atmospheric pressure changes.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the same thing like if you go underwater. The deeper you go, the
Definitely, definitely. I mean,
different.
the Mogollon Rim is astoundingly beautiful. I mean, you wouldn't believe it's in the middle of a desert.
You wouldn't believe you're in Arizona.
No, no,
There's
absolutely not.
so many places like Bob. I could blindfold you and drop you off somewhere, and you'd think you're in Colorado or somewhere else,
Oh,
but not
wow.
Arizona.
Oh, wow.
Arizona would not be your first guess.
No.
Dude,
Oh,
it is
wow.
lush and green, and there's a lot of snow everywhere all the time.
Well, during the winter in the high country, yeah,
Yeah,
provided
I guess when I think of Arizona, I think of desert and cactus, but
yeah.
maybe not
that's what
everywhere.
most people think of when you
Everybody
travel from Phoenix to or where I'm at Cottonwood. As you're coming up Route 17, you're going up in elevation, and at one point, you'll look from Phoenix to a certain point. There's thousands of saguaro cactus, but
Mhm.
then you get to that one point where it goes up just enough in elevation where you don't see any. They just stop.
Yeah,
Really? Oh,
It's
yeah.
bizarre. It's
It's
bizarre.
bizarre. It is. I have plenty of pictures of that, dude. It's so bizarre. And then it's just wildflowers start appearing.
It's
Wildflowers everywhere.
yeah.
It's
It's
very bizarre.
yeah. Everybody like from the valley goes to the high country to get out of the heat. Um, I think Nikki and I are going to be going out there in a couple of weeks, maybe in 2 weeks. I think the week before we're going to go check it out, see what it looks like on the weekend, because I've been up there. I was up there once camping, and it got a little busy up there. So we'll find something that's maybe a little more remote, but we'll find something. It's kind of rough up there. You don't need 4-wheel drive, but a higher clearance vehicle. I wouldn't bring your Toyota up there.
How long y'all going to be there?
A couple days.
2 days. Okay.
Probably about. Well, I'm going up. I wanted to go up Thursday, but I got a show to do. So I'll have to go up Friday morning and grab some sites and secure a couple sites. I don't know how many people are going yet, so I don't know how many sites we need.
Are you going to do a live broadcast, or is there a way you can do a live broadcast?
From up there, there's like no signal.
No, that's what I thought. That's what I'd ask.
I'll go out to the edge of the rim and there's a 900-foot drop or whatever it is, and see if I can snag a signal over there. We'll see.
Hey, Jeff, what's up, man?
Oh, Jeff.
Hey, Ben.
Hey,
Hey,
Jeff.
Russ. Bob, how are you guys?
Very good. Good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you guys. I was off the grid for about 7 or 10 days and making my way back for a little bit, and then I'll probably be off again. So
Last week I worked the opposite schedule, so I couldn't be on.
I see we got to wish Derek happy birthday tonight.
Is he even in chat? I didn't even see chat. Hey, Duke, what's up, man? Uncle Bones,
Dude.
Richie Evans. There he is. Okay.
He was talking for a
Wait,
month
wait.
about how tonight was going to be his birthday, so I assumed he'd
Are
be
we
here.
Birthday, Derek. Hey, man, Duke been putting
Hey,
out.
Derek, birthday boy, what's up, man? Happy birthday.
Evening,
Happy
Mom.
birthday.
Evening, Jeff.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you.
Has
How's your day?
anybody bought you any free birthday drinks yet today?
Oh, yeah.
Not as such.
Yeah.
I did get 2 very nice cards.
Got what?
Right on.
Birthday cards. I got 2 very good, nice birthday cards.
Nice.
So the big
Sitting over here
5-0,
on the
huh?
mantelpiece. Big. Got the badge and everything.
Can't see it. I mean, I see it, but I can't read it.
Too
Yeah,
small.
what'd it say?
Let's do it this way real quick.
There we go. Oh, we see it now.
Yeah.
Is that a
Happy
5 or a
birthday.
6?
Yeah.
5 around. Oh, that was a burn. I can't say anything. I'm older than he is, so I got to be out of this argument.
I'm older than he is too.
Yeah.
Congratulations to making it that far.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it-
Wow. I think this is the only place that I'm the youngest person. Really. Only place ever.
I'm only 32, so.
No, okay. Well, you got
No, I'm kidding.
Again?
Hey, 53,
We're all
and I'm
older
proud I've
than
lived this
Derek.
long.
Except for Ben.
Hey, Suzanne, how are you? Jen? Did I see Papa Craig pop in? There he is. What's up, Papa
I saw
Craig?
him earlier, man. I saw him earlier. Man, you got the best. You got the best people in chat that you
Oh,
could
yeah.
possibly have. Definitely.
Oh, we got 66 watching. That's awesome. Caroline Start, how are you? Caroline says, Hey, Derek, happy birthday. Welcome to the club. Best wishes to you.
Thank you, Caroline.
How was your day, Derek? How was your day, buddy?
Not quiet. Went to work. A very quiet morning. And then the afternoon, it sort of went a bit crazy. I was in the wee back part of the bar and I heard this voice saying, "Can I get a drink?" And I was actually, there's no problem. Served him the drink. And then the next thing, there was 3 other people standing looking for drinks. And then that was it for about an hour. I didn't stop.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
And that's when your day went to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I was glad to hear a noise behind me. And looked round, and it was Kieran and Brian, my boss, arriving in, and they were like, "Can I help you?" And I says, "Yeah, you can help me." Was even made my first cocktail today for a guest.
Really? Oh,
What'd you
wow.
make?
An Aperol Spritz.
How do
Simple
you
one,
make
thank goodness. Oh, I was just mixing the stuff. 35 ml Aperol Spritz, 70 ml of Prosecco, and 70 ml of soda water with plenty of ice and a short straw and a slice of orange.
Yeah.
It wasn't one of the complicated ones where you have to mash up ice and do all that good stuff.
And muddle the mint and, no mojitos for you.
Yeah,
So when you say 70 mil, is that in US? Is that an ounce and a half or ounce? What is that?
I have no idea.
Hey, Derek, are you in
Maybe
Scotland,
an
bro?
ounce.
It's about that much in the measuring jug.
Already about an ounce.
I
and a half
knew
now.
Jeff would ask a complicated question. It's not
Well,
like
I
him, like,
measure stuff by the quart. I don't go by 70
not
mils.
playing around,
70
bro.
mils sounds like
It's a shot
a
glass.
shot
probably.
you get like a vaccine or something. It doesn't sound like a
It
shot.
does. It really does. Yeah, you're right.
Some call it medicine.
I'll tell you what, Jeff. If that's a vaccine you're getting, I don't want to get 70 mils of that anywhere in my body.
Milliliters is how we measure our antibiotics here, not our alcohol.
That's true.
Although,
Derek, where are you?
liquor is like when you buy
Yeah,
liquor,
750 mil
it's
bottles.
750, yeah,
Or 1.75, the big
Or three-
Texas
or-
fifths.
375 in a pint, I think.
Yeah.
True. Hey, Derek, where are you?
No,
live?
where do I live? Northern Ireland, County London, Derek.
Cool, man.
If you know your music, I think I've said this in the channel before. Have you ever heard of the song "Danny Boy"?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Don't worry, I'm not going to sing it, Logs. I'm from the town where that song was set to music.
Can we all sing it right now in honor of Derek's birthday?
Yeah.
I'd say yes if his name was Danny.
Danny Boy. Oh,
Danny
my
Dennis, I'd be like,
God.
go
You can do it. You having a good birthday, brother?
No, it's been fine so far. Been
Cool.
real quiet. I went out at the weekend. I went out on Sunday and got me dinner. At Derry. That's one of the big town locally. Got a few things. Treated myself. Thanks, Mr. Lee Threefield. Come you on and sing, Mr. Invisible Face.
Yeah, man.
I can't
No, I'm
sing.
not a good
Again, I
singer.
can't laugh at that either. Y'all don't want to hear me sing. Everybody will go just log off right now. So
It's too
I'm
bad.
enthusiastic but talentless when it comes to singing.
What about Mr. Lee,
Shall
Jeff?
we say?
I was say it's too bad Miss Dill isn't here. She could
Miss
come
Dill.
on and give Derek 50 spankings.
Ooh.
Mm.
And that would be
Where is it?
bad
With her
because
whip.
Oh, Miss Dill.
Got a birthday whip she could use on him.
Return.
That might have to be a whole different show.
Mm-hmm.
So how old is Derek? 50.
Patrick
He
Vaughan,
speaks
how's it
ginger
going?
snap.
Hey, Patrick.
hey, don't let them tell you that you're over the hill. I know what my response is to that. When people tell me I'm over the hill, I'm like, you don't know what hill I'm climbing on. How would you know
Yeah.
I'm over it?
Exactly.
You know that big hill in Forrest Gump? That's what I'm fucking climbing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as you get over a hill, there's always another one anyway. So.
Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm.
I
Well,
went
the
to
thing is, the
basic.
job I'm doing now, especially at the weekends, there's a lot of young people comes in to, do the bar and the maybe floor and things. And it's amazing the difference between people my age and people their age. You know what I mean? It's a different world.
Deference. No, I'm
Steve
messing with
Reese
you.
says Derek is old enough now to be traded for 225s.
I love you too, Stevie B.
Too
That's
funny.
funny.
Officially Forest of Monsters, what's up?
Hey, they got any Bigfoot in Ireland?
Nah, too small. You have to
Nah.
remember that geographically, Ireland's a tiny place. It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, like I'm always amazed when my American pals, they say about, I drove 6 hours to go and visit so and so, and I'm thinking, well, 6 hours, I can nearly drive from one end of the country to the other. It literally is that small.
All right. No Dogman either.
No,
We got leprechauns.
there's a few sightings. You look it up,
Yeah.
but
What?
realistically, no, can't see it.
What's up, NAC?
Mouse,
Hello. How you doing?
Darren, Jill.
Hey, brother. What's up, man?
Hey, y'all. Man, I didn't see you up there. You blacked out.
There's a few famous things Ireland's known for. Doesn't have to be Bigfoot.
Fairies.
You got you.
Bushmills whiskey.
There's a few music bands. I mean,
Green.
you got U2, the Cranberries. They've got.
Oh, yeah. I love the Cranberries, dude. Love them. You like
What's her
the
name?
Cranberries?
She passed away. She died in her bathtub, but
Yeah.
Hey,
Doris.
Derek, how close are you to Dublin? Are you in or near Dublin anywhere?
Dublin is about 2 hours from where I am.
Oh, really? Okay.
I was in
Just curious.
Dublin. I was in Dublin at the end of May, down visiting friends.
Big city. I
They
know. I've never
ended
been
up
there,
in
but I've heard.
Ended up in a house party in
Really?
the north side with only a vague recollection of how I got there. But it was a good
Not
night.
you. I don't believe that.
Oh, Jesus. Well, the day started very sensibly. I met the people I was going to meet at the gates of St. Stephen's Green. That's a park in the middle of Dublin. We went for a nice walk, and then we thought we'd go to the pub for a drink, and then it was all downhill from there. And
Okay.
one of the guys that was there, he says, there's a party at my house. Do you anybody want to come? So two of us went, and no problem, we'll go to your party. And just one thing led to another.
That's funny that you just said that, Derek, because Batmom had said that's probably where they say it's all downhill from here. From there is when you get to the top of the hill.
Good one, Bat Mom.
So the fact that you just repeated that was kind of bizarre.
That is interesting.
And another ironic twist, it's not even, you
Y'all
can't
on the
even call it a
same
village,
wavelength.
but there's a place on the coast about 10 miles from here. It's actually called Downhill. They filmed
yeah.
one of the scenes from Game of Thrones there on the beach whenever they burn the idols.
Oh, they filmed that there?
Oh, they filmed Game of Thrones everywhere around here.
Oh, all right. Man, that was such a good show except for the last season. What the fuck?
The last season went downhill very hard,
God
but now
damn it.
there's
Jay,
as I say,
Never
not a
watched.
big place.
Jay,
I can literally look out the window and see places where Game of Thrones was filmed. Hey Jay, good to see you. You all right?
Yeah,
Hey,
Thank you, Mr. Lee.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. I'm just a little tired tonight.
You're tired.
Yeah,
Why are you tired?
I've been cleaning my garage
Chasing the
out.
nurses.
I've been cleaning my garage out. Cleaning the garage out in
You don't have a right to do that, bro?
July in Florida is not a good idea.
No.
Mhm.
You should make your wife do that shit, bro.
I don't have a wife.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
I'm
Well,
happily
ladies,
divorced
it comes
myself.
easy, you could do it.
Foot in mouth.
Nice meeting you, Bob. I
Nice
know all the
meeting
rest of
you,
these I know all the rest of these clowns.
Yeah.
too. Said I'm happily
Yeah.
divorced myself too. So
Well, them
What's
other
with
ladies
the-
could help you out
What's
with
with the name? Did you run out of Viagra? No
Uh,
more erection, Fritz?
Viagra.
Listen to this shit. Might be a hat. Might be a hat. Is that a woman repellent hat? I'm sorry. I just had to
Look at there, Moggs.
ask. Man, that's
What'd you
nice.
do?
I got a bandana.
Oh, right on.
Oh, you do? Man, I gotta
Ugly,
get me.
ugly had it first.
No, it's one of those kind that you get wet and it's got those things in there to stay cool. You know, those
Yeah.
rocks and things. I've been wearing it out there in the garage. I just kept it on.
Pretty bad.
Yeah. No, Joe on his show the other night was talking about all these different types of what Bigfoot could be. He brought up Homo erectus, and I told him, I said, I'm not a Homo erectus anymore. I'm a Nomo erectus.
That's good.
There's a Viagra commercial waiting to happen.
Did you go to Alabama with them?
I actually don't believe that. Anybody with a personality you have doesn't have that problem. Guaranteed.
Well, it's just a joke, okay? I'm not going to go into it.
I was asked the question just now if I went to Alabama. No,
I'm not asking you to prove it on screen or anything, but
Go to Alabama.
Yeah, I had a family illness right before they left, and I had to stick pretty close. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to go to the Alabama. But I'd heard that they had a lot of fun, a lot of interesting things. But maybe next year.
Yeah. Well, I missed it too, so I didn't get
Very
to go.
interesting.
Chessboard says, Jay, you don't need Viagra. Use 2 popsicle sticks and duct tape.
Oh,
Splint that mother.
wow, burn.
Best way to fix anything.
Going on is easy. Taking the duct
I
tape
just
off
break
is-
one popsicle stick in 2, and it'd be good.
Put a little chewing gum on it and blow a bubble.
Hey, what's that deal about YouTube? I came on YouTube a while ago and I wasn't subscribed to your show no more. What's the deal with that crap? You know?
I have no idea.
YouTube
that
put up
happens
a
to a lot of
disclaimer
people.
the other day that said for when you're browsing the internet, for every 100 porn channels you visit, it will reset your YouTube subscriptions.
Yeah, this is gonna reset at any minute. Then
That's what's with my subscribers. Sometimes I'll lose 3 subscribers, gain 2. Next day, gain 4, but lose 5.
oh, dude, they go up and down constantly.
Yeah.
I've been stuck at the same number for weeks.
Yeah.
It'll go up 2, it'll drop down 2. You know, but yeah.
My first thought, maybe someone unsubscribed. What did I say? Did I say something terrible that someone
No,
didn't like? You know?
Supposedly,
don't stress, Bob.
YouTube
YouTube runs
fat.
YouTube runs a sweep every week,
Oh, did they?
and if people haven't reacted within the week, they go and they run a big sweep every month.
Oh, I didn't know
and
that. Okay.
They take people away. Now there's I only know the basic rate of maintenance. If you go to a wee bit of hooking about in YouTube or whatever, you'll find people that'll tell you how to manipulate the logarithm in your favor. But that's the way they do. And then, of course, they have, I'm not going to say which side of the political house they're leaning on,
Liberal.
that side. But, you know, there's people that channels, people, ideas they won't favour and they'll deliberately downplay, shall we say. But it's all just a matter of learning how to work with a logarithm and just manipulate it to suit yourself. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
I do.
Hey, Moggs, when y'all meet me the 23rd, you're gonna think somebody done beat the hell out of me. You
Why
can't
is
believe you can't believe all the damn bruises and cuts and scrapes I got on me.
By the time you and Stevie get there, chances
Stevie's
are
got an
somebody
alibi?
will have
Right
beat
on.
the hell out of you.
Stevie's got an alibi. He was like that when I found him.
Right turn, Clyde.
He declared it on the show. He did.
Does the nurses have bother getting your veins?
Why do you
Jay.
keep saying nurses?
Nurses.
Yeah, why do you keep?
You know what they say about nurses?
Sorry.
Boggs, there's only 2 facts in life. You pay taxes and you have sex with a nurse.
He sees the size of that.
I hope that's a
chair.
cat's tail. I
He sees the
really do
size of
hope
that.
that's a cat's tail.
I think
sure?
Derek sees that armchair and assumes it serves some kind of a medical lift purpose or something like maybe
Hey, Bob,
Jay's in
But he
assisted
has
living or
referred a few
something.
times to Jay having nurses around. I'm like, there's no nurses.
Hey,
I mean,
Bob.
there might be some, but you know.
Hey, Bob, you sure that was a cattail walking by?
Well, it looks like a cat. Walks like a cat. Sounds like a cat. She wants attention 24/7.
And on
She
that
can't-
bombshell,
Jay probably keeps a couple nurses' uniforms in the closet for any of the ladies that want to come over and
Yeah.
put one on,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, I was
Yeah.
married.
Cool.
that doesn't make him a bad person.
I was married to a nurse. Yeah.
It doesn't, Derek. It doesn't make him a bad person at all.
Stevie.
Oh man.
Toothpick, she said. Wow.
Yeah, it's,
Hey, they got your number tonight.
I know it. I should have just stayed off. Should have just stayed in the shadows.
I think it's the name change that got
that'll learn you.
Yeah. You kind of set yourself up, Jay, with the
Right.
name. I mean,
All I do just sit here. I just sat here.
it's like,
Mom tells you to said that'll learn you, bro.
it's like one toothpick broke in half with the little rubber bands that kids use on their braces.
Braces.
You know,
Wow.
You guys are so funny.
that would be no more Pecos, wouldn't it?
Might as well use a peanut shell and a rubber band for God's sakes.
There was you talk about kids. There was a wee lad at work
Cats.
Monday morning, and he must only it probably wasn't even 4 years of age, and he came down with his parents, and he was on his wee scooter, this wee blue scooter, and whenever he wheeled it, the lights lit up. So here he was coming down to breakfast, this wee scooter, and into the room, parks it over by where they make the toast away he went to get his breakfast. I was in stitches laughing.
Shell, how are you? Good to see you.
Hey, Jeff, I got a question for you, man.
shoot.
You believe in Dogman?
No.
All right. Good
Well, I
enough.
mean,
He believes in you.
just because I haven't
He
seen
believes
it
in you.
doesn't mean that somebody else. Just because I haven't seen it, I'm not going to say somebody else couldn't see it. But all of my research that I've done as it pertains to Sasquatch shows me that there's no evidence that Dogmen could exist. But
Good enough. Good
that's
enough.
based on my personal experience.
Yeah.
I have not seen.
I
Dogman,
haven't remote viewed before.
but
I'm not
Tex
going to
has
say that
experience.
because somebody else can do it and I can't.
Mhm.
Doesn't mean that it's not possible, you know.
True.
Yeah.
You know, I think the same way. I hadn't really seen it myself, but you know, I'm not gonna say it ain't a creature, but I hadn't seen it.
My friend Tex has a Dogman experience.
That was his first experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty scary.
A
So,
dog man?
Dogman.
Wow. You know,
He was like what,
Yeah.
13 or he was young.
He
Wow.
was 16, 17 years
16,
old. So
yeah.
it's been a long time ago. Yeah.
I will say that, you know, when it comes to Sasquatch, I believe that the pursuit is of a flesh and blood creature that may or may not have some supernatural capability, but the evidence that I've seen shows that it's a flesh and blood creature. Until I see one go through a porthole, you know, or like I joke about fart out an orb, I don't know that, you know, that there's a relation to this supernatural ability to move from A to B and things like that, mind speak. But then again, like I say, because it hasn't happened to me doesn't mean that I'm going to be closed-minded and say that it can't be. But when I look at Sasquatch, I see a trail of genetic possibility for it to exist.
Sure.
When it comes to Dogman, I see absolutely no trail of genetic possibility. So if I was to say that the asterisk I would put by my disclaimer is that if it exists, it likely has a supernatural explanation to it.
Sure.
Because I don't see where a flesh and blood, anything else genetically in evolution of any species could explain a half human, half dog.
The thing about Dogman too is I would be very interested to see if the areas where it's been reported a lot, what's their cultural background? Do they have, did they come from Europe with a history of werewolves in their culture? Things like that. Is it like a memory implant and they're seeing something and mistaking it, or
it has to be more often than not probably genetically removed several generations. I mean, most people here aren't direct migrants from Europe. They're great grandparents or great great grandparents. I mean, you're talking about the recollection of something from 3 generations ago.
But even the cultural stories, Jeff, the background, if you've stories of werewolves or whatever in your cultural background, maybe you're more sensitive to explaining something unexplained that you see as that.
European architecture with gargoyles and werewolves and stuff. I mean, it was common in a lot of the architecture there from the 1600s, 1700s. And so, there's something that implanted it in the lore and all of that, but whether or not it was real experience or stories, I mean, let's go to Disney World. I don't that's here in the U.S., right? But that doesn't mean there's people-sized mice around. You know what I mean? We have taken these stories and made them such a physical part of our culture that 1,000 years from now, people are going to say, "Holy shit, they had ducks that could speak English and were 7 foot tall." No, those were Donald Duck costumes at Disney World that people took pictures with,
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just a small example of how culture can really superimpose something that really isn't real, But.
Well, you brought up the subject, something created by the Lord. Let me say, I've done all kind of research and everything on all these creatures and all. Now, believe it or not, if you want to, I know a lot of people don't read the Bible. I know they don't want to, and they don't want to hear about the Bible. But if you'll go back to the Bible, 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 1, I think it is, Benaniah was a mighty man in David's army. He went over to Moab. He slew 2 lion-like men. Now, that verifies that they were creatures back then that looked like lions. When the fallen angels came down, they mated with the women on the earth. They created giants. Then they started mating with all the animals and stuff, and that's the reason God got so mad and destroyed the earth. Now,
I don't blame
Ham, Shem, and Japheth was the only 3 males that went with Noah on the ark. Okay, Shem followed God and Noah, but Ham and Japheth didn't. Ham and Japheth, they went on and they done the land of Greece. Okay, that's where all your mythology comes from, is over in that area, because they was telling all their kids and grandkids and all these stories about what was going on before the flood. Okay, you follow me so far?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Now, I've done enough research deep into all these texts, not just the Bible, but the book of Jasher, Jasher. It's the J is a Y. Okay. They tell about the Yemim. Okay. In Genesis, it says Anna went into the forest and found the asses, which are donkeys. Okay. But in Jasher, it says that he went into the forest to feed his donkeys or his asses, and a storm come up from the sea, and these Yemim jumped out of the storm and grabbed up 2 asses each and went back into the storm. Now, these Yemim were men's bodies, but each one had a head of a different creature on it. Okay? So all this mythology and all these legends and stuff, they were stories from back before the flood and after the flood. And that's why scientists can't find no remains of none of these creatures and all. Now, over in Egypt, they busted open a sarcophagus. They found the remains of a creature in there. They did a study, a DNA test on that one creature, and they found out that the DNA was all the creatures on the earth was in the DNA of that one creature that was in that sarcophagus.
Interesting.
Never heard about that.
Me either. But I mean, why wouldn't the government tell us that? They are completely they tell us everything, right?
Ben, they just now releasing the UFOs. It ain't much more time until they start releasing Bigfoot and
I
all
agree.
this other stuff that they
I agree
know.
with that. Yeah, I agree.
mean, we just got to keep on barking up the right trees,
Yeah, you're right.
just like the UFO crowd did.
Yeah.
Where would it get to be the government's responsibility to tell us that?
It's not their responsibility.
That's right.
What it is, it's the same thing as why I would say 15 years ago, no scientists wanted to be involved in DNA analysis when it came to Bigfoot research. Now, all of a sudden, you're finding more and more scientists saying, hey, look, I'll get involved in this. Let's give it a thumbs up or down. Let's look at it fairly. And there's scientists coming forward saying way more now than there were 2 decades ago. And the reason is because as first of all, as DNA technology gets more advanced every year by 10 times over, the closer we get to really pulling out the card of truth, scientists don't want to get caught with their ass on the wrong side of the fence on this. So a lot of them are starting to try to straddle it and say, well, I'm open to the possibility, whatever. Yeah. The government's not a whole lot different. When all of a sudden there's only 3% of the country that says you're full of shit, that's not a big threat. When 15% say you're full of shit, no big deal. When all of a sudden 45, 50% are saying we think something's real, you're like those scientists. You're getting close to getting caught with your ass on the wrong side of the fence of did we hide something or not.
1970s, the scientists studied the DNA of Bigfoot. Then they all got together and decided one thing. It's best that the public does not know any information on this creature.
Why?
I think back in the time of Roswell, that's the reason why UFO information was suppressed probably by the government, is because at that time, in the way culture was, that if you were to say that aliens are real and UFOs are real, that you could have literally eroded Christianity at that time completely. Yeah.
Well,
Jeff, now all of a sudden, I believe, and I say this as a Christian myself, that most Christians are able to stand out, look at the sky, and not be so vain to think that God couldn't have created something else intellectual and smart and capable in another world. And as a Christian, I can completely accept that. But 50 years ago, people weren't capable of accepting that. And that's why there probably was a need not to let it be public, because people weren't ready for that. We're ready for the truth.
But you can argue, Jeff,
I don't think they were 50 years ago.
That in the last 50 years, as we talk about, the media and things have prepared people for the fact that aliens exist. You can go to people nowadays, even people of a certain age, and they've seen shows like Star Trek and Star Wars and things like that, and they're prepared to accept the fact.
Oh yeah, we've been desensitized for years.
And that's the thing too. Like whenever you talk about the Christian perspective, like I've talked to a priest, and the priest has admitted to me, he says, "Well, there could be life out there, but God could have created that life out there. Who's to say it didn't?" You understand what I'm saying?
Well, and like I say when I say this from a Christian perspective, and speaking of what North Alabama Cryptid was talking about earlier, is that, there's this idea that the Bible mentions several different species, especially when they start talking about the ark and specifically the flood and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the truth is just because it wasn't mentioned in the Bible doesn't mean that it didn't exist. And just because it was mentioned in the Bible doesn't necessarily mean that it existed either, to be honest with you. That's one person's account that was taken and republished millions of times. Now, I'm not saying that I don't believe that the Bible's true. I'm just saying that there's nowhere in the Bible that says there's 30-foot squid, and we didn't realize there were giant squid till a decade ago. So all of a sudden,
Well, let's face it, Noah was a busy man getting everybody on the ark.
well, I mean,
he probably
joking
didn't have
aside,
time to-
Derek, what my point is this is it's easy to use the Bible as a biblical reference of, well, here's proof that this was this was that. Each of those books was one person's writing. And by no account at all today could one person's word be held as enough evidence to prove anything exists.
Well, I didn't use.
No, I don't disagree with you, to be honest.
I'm just playing a hard advocate here. I get where you're coming from, North Alabama. As a Christian myself, I believe in the Bible. I'm just saying.
I found other texts that related to the same thing as what I found in the Bible. So, I mean, there's old texts.
There's references. There's all kinds of
references that from these old texts that I found that referred to the same thing that the Bible was referring to. So, I mean, it's all the same.
And it's not just from 21.
I didn't just use the Bible, okay? I didn't just jump in there and use the Bible as a reference.
I mean,
I was using it just now, but whenever I done my research, I was using other old texts.
Sure. The Bible's, 2,100-year-old reference, and now we're looking at, there's references from pirate journals, different ship journals and stuff from the 1300s and 1200s that people are looking at saying, well, look, they accounted, they seen this, they seen that, talking about mermaids and all kinds of stuff, as many accounts there are of it, it's still, I don't think science has anything to stand on to say that they exist or versus that they don't. I mean, it just isn't there. The reference isn't enough. The burden's really on us as researchers to point to the hard physical facts, and that's tough. That's really hard.
The proof is there, whether you want to look at it or not, Jeff. I mean, all this stuff is in the Bible. I mean, a lot of people don't want to talk about the Bible. A lot of people don't want to hear it. But, these older texts refer to the same thing the Bible did. And, the two line like men over there in Moab, there's other old texts that even reference to those two line like men in Moab that I'm speaking of. I didn't just use that alone.
Sorry.
Moggs just went big. He must have took his Viagra.
Big
I don't know
Mo.
why I did that.
Big Mo.
There we go.
You took back over your show.
Yeah.
Not
It's
me.
my show. It's my show.
Well, since
We interrupted the broadcast.
since the invention of the internet and YouTube, places like this, you can't hide anything from anybody anymore.
No, but you can all, but it works both ways.
I didn't use anything like that.
It works both ways, though. We see that politically all the time. We see it religiously all the time. You could go out right now and convince me that the grass is green. And then I'll find 5 websites that will prove that grass is purple, not green.
Yeah,
you can find a website or something online to prove anything you want to try to argue.
Yeah, come to Ireland and I'll prove to you that grass is green. Trust me, mate.
Well,
Well, I
again,
can't
Derek,
see
you're
God or
taking an
Jesus, but I know
example,
they're
but
real.
my point
Yeah.
I'm making is that you can't substantiate the online world has made it so that I can't find 3 references and say, here's proof of anything. Because it isn't. I'll find 10
Oh, I know the
references
point you're trying to
that
make,
prove those as
and you're
being
very
wrong,
correct.
even because there is no ultimate fact checker that isn't funded or has an agenda or anything.
Oh, you're all
There's
right,
no
man.
referee. There's no yellow flag to be thrown when the
You're right.
penalties come
But
in.
Jeff,
I must
Well,
say,
you can flip a coin and ask people heads or tails which side of the fence you're going to be on this. You know, it's the same thing. But you know, I studied and studied and studied all the way through before I did my first 2-part series with Adirondack Bushmaster for about 3 weeks before I done the show with him. I used the older text, I used the Bible, I used a whole lot of books that I found, and everything I found referenced right back to the same thing it talked about in the Bible. And I didn't just use the Bible for a reference to talk about Bigfoot and dig up all these creatures.
Damn finger.
Actually, if you look at it, Jeff, Luca is mentioned in Proverbs 30 and verse 6, I believe, or 16. Luca is a vampire, and goes back to Lilith and in old text.
That's the first wife of Adam, right?
Yeah, supposedly. But Luca was mentioned by King Solomon in the Bible. Actually, what it is a horse leech, and it hooks onto the neck with all of its teeth and sucks the blood out. Okay. All
So,
Solomon said
right?
was, do not be like a Luca and drink blood. Okay. But all these other ancient texts that I found reference to a Luca, and it drug it back to Lilith, night creature, and it has to prey on human blood, and it was akin to Lilith. And that's the reason I say I did not use just the Bible to reference all my creatures.
Let me ask you a question.
All the creatures I found in the old text led me back to the Bible.
Do you feel that I had said something that
No.
makes me, because I mean I prefaced what I said with, you know, as a Christian who believes
No,
in the
I'm not
Bible,
knocking.
I'm not jumping on you for anything
No,
that
I
you
didn't.
said.
No,
I'm
just
simply
saying,
stating that the Bible, I have to look at it a certain way as a Christian, but by somebody who's not a Christian is going to look at the Bible as any other written reference that's out there and say that the book of Matthew was wrote by one guy, Matthew. The book of John was wrote by one guy, John. Not 10,000 people who were part of a study. And that's why it's hard for us to use any reference, including the Bible, to convince not only non-Bigfoot believers of something, but non-Christians, especially of something.
Well, I hate to leave y'all, but I got to get some other projects going. So good chat. I hope to see y'all again soon. See you later.
Thank you
Bye.
so much for stopping in.
Bye.
Congratulations on 70.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good night.
check out
Good
your
night,
show,
everybody.
man.
Bye.
Good night.
hey, can I ask a question?
No, go ahead. What the fuck?
Really, when I heard
Really?
the whole conversation, does this Luca dude live on the second floor?
My name is Luca. I live on the second floor. Yeah, I got you, bro. I got you.
I don't know what I'm bringing on here, but Disco Cat. Anybody?
Wow. What in the hell is this?
What's up, Disco Cat?
What's up?
Hey, Disco Cat. How you doing, Disco Cat?
Where's the birthday boy?
Wow. It looks like he
He bailed.
stepped out for a second.
Yeah.
I don't think I kicked him off.
What
I
the
was
hell
going to
is
sing him
going
a
on?
song.
Hey, Mose, what the
He
hell is
just said
going
in
on?
chat his internet got choppy.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm sure he's still watching. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Derek. Happy birthday to you.
That screenshot this shit.
and many more.
Happy birthday, Derek.
Yeah,
That's
thank you,
awesome.
Disco Cat. I mean, I'll wish him a happy birthday for you if he comes back.
I'm sure he's in chat. He said, "What the cool frack? It's a giant cat."
Yeah, really.
It's the actual frack.
Hey, y'all
Just
think that
for
might be a
you.
real cat?
I'm sweating my ass off with a bandana on. You got to be really hot in that thing.
Oh, mercy.
So what's going on?
Not too much. Hold on. Here we go.
Here he is.
There he
There he
is.
Yeah. Birthday
Happy
boy
birthday,
return.
buddy.
Whoa. Whoa.
Did we catch
Did
you at
you
a
hear-
bad
You
time,
folks had slight internet issues.
Should be, yeah.
Did you hear the
So where
song?
did the giant cat come from?
You didn't hear? Did you hear Happy
No,
Birthday?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the giant cat.
Well, you got to sing it again, giant cat person.
Happy
Cat.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Derek. Happy birthday to you. And
Thank you,
many
giant disco
more.
cat. I'm very touched.
Hey, Disco Cat,
well-
check out the screen name.
Has anybody else sang
I'm
for you
sorry
today?
I missed it first time round.
Me too.
So
I had to
how
do it
old
twice.
are you? How old are you, Dirk?
50.
50. Oh.
The
It's
big
down-
old 5-0.
It's
Big
downhill.
milestone.
It's downhill from there, brother.
Wow. Wow.
Shit, life started at 50.
I'm not thinking like that. Do you know, actually, I don't feel anywhere near 50. The only thing that grounds me is the actual fact that my oldest children are 25.
Yeah, that's yeah. I feel
You
the
know, I
same
think
way.
back, I
It's
think
like 20.
the twins are
5.
25, and you're like, how did that happen? You know, I remember them, they were running about and they were like 3 foot high. And all of a sudden now they're away careers and, you know, lives of their own.
Goes
You think,
quick.
wait a minute, how did that happen?
Appreciate them while they're young.
You know what
appreciate
Oh,
them
well,
all the
that's what I
time,
tell
but,
everyone.
I mean,
You know what else sucks?
Problem
Derek?
is, whenever they're young, you're that busy. You're out trying to
going
work
through
to
that,
provide
too.
for them. And
You want to know what else
all of a
sucks,
sudden, you
Derek?
know, you don't realize that they're just gone.
It's time to get a colonoscopy.
This is my shit.
Man.
You make that
Yeah,
sound like a
yeah.
bad thing, Jeff.
Hey, Derek. Derek. You can
Yes,
join
my
John
friend.
Cena on the billboard that Danny Stanton found.
What happened?
I was telling Derek he can join John Cena on the billboard that Danny Stanton found. He found one where John Cena's giving a big thumbs up for the proctologist giving him a colonostomy.
I thought it
Well,
said
you know,
it's not the finger I'd choose, but you know,
the thing is, it's a genuine problem. My father actually had prostate cancer, so I mean, like you have to accept the finger up the bum to protect you from the old big C. If you know what I'm saying,
sure.
you have to
Gotta-
make the
gotta-
decision. What's the worst?
Got to go see old Dr. Pickle Fingers.
Yeah, just
what Dick was that?
the thing with stuff like that is you just have to, you know, you have to embrace it and just go in and just bend over and say, "Doctor, go for it." You know, and embarrass him more than he's going to embarrass you.
As you
It's
try to
not-
climb over the table.
Yeah.
Huh.
Wow.
Just don't go in dry, Doc. That's the main thing.
Walk into the proctologist's office, you got Whitesnake playing "Slide It In" right to the top.
What?
Yeah, Paulie, I forgot you were there. I think that's the first time I've heard you since you popped on.
Yeah, because I go on and on and on. But anyway,
Happy
What's up,
birthday,
Bob?
Derek.
Ollie.
Thank you, Nicky. Much appreciated.
I was gonna bake you a cake, but then I'd have to eat it. And I didn't want that to
And
happen.
that is bad because
I didn't want that to happen.
Somebody asked earlier in chat what my email was. I just posted it in chat.
Mr. Mogs at yahoo.com.
Nice.
Richie says weed
Probably
is
did a
not a
bunch of
drug, so puff puff give.
What I really want to know is, does Mogs have
Have a what?
a backup email?
Yeah, Mr. Mogs.
Monster Mongolian at gmail.com. That's how most people will
Boy,
pronounce it.
AOL, but I may be wrong.
No, Mogs will answer his email for sure.
Of course,
Oh, yeah.
And that's his. That's
Especially if you send
definitely.
nudes, then
Yeah,
then he'll answer right
absolutely.
away.
That was Dan. No.
Go to a special priority filter if there's an attachment.
No.
well, to
get
be
too much
fair to
meat.
Moggs, he answered my email when I sent him a message to say I couldn't go to his wee camping trip.
Yeah, I didn't
Because it was
expect him to
busy.
come.
I'd
Now,
love to
that
come,
would
don't
be
get me wrong, but,
That
but
would be
the
dedication.
logistics were, a bit difficult.
Oh, yeah.
Shell's got an interesting point. I think Disco uses the mask to fog out, and if not, she should.
Oof, 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 oof.
Gosh. Ooh.
We should
I think
post
Disco
Derek's
uses the
email
mask to
in the
fog
chat.
Yeah,
You
it's-
mean to do.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. In the mask.
If we posted Derek's email in chat, then he might get some birthday nudes.
Yeah, that's true.
What the fuck?
Oh, fuck it. I'll send him one.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Oh my God, he's showing me his shillelagh.
Shillelagh, carry on. You
What
dirty
is it?
animals.
Fucking shillelagh. What is a fucking shillelagh?
Isn't it a
It's a
walking
branch
stick?
of a tree cut at a certain point to
No
make a
shit.
hammer.
Okay.
The hammer direction, and they glaze it and harden it.
If
Yeah.
Mr. Lee has
Last
Derek's
minute
email,
email.
you should put it in chat quick. We'll see what kind of birthday wishes Derek gets.
Fucking
Oh,
Mogs is
wow.
No,
Actually, I have-
go ahead then. I'll
I know.
give you the sock account. Derek McManus 40 at gmail.com. Bang that
Wow.
on just till we see what happens. And
Well,
don't worry, that's me. That's not my mail
What
account.
is, so
that's
it's
the one for
Derek McManus what?
40.
40
40. I thought for sure it'd
at
be Derek
gmail.com.
McManus 69 or
You
something.
did open that up 20 years
Is,
ago.
is it
20 years ago.
Derek, what'd you do? Open that up 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh, got
Just
you.
kidding.
He
I'm
always
just-
stops. Jeff, he always
I'm just kidding.
says a prayer for her.
I'm
No,
just
that
kidding.
one was. What did I do 20 years ago?
Derek McManus 40. He used the year he was born in his.
So
What the fuck? That was
I'm an evil man, Jeffrey. My father was born in 37 and my mother was born in 43. Even I'm not that old.
Shut you down,
But
bro.
that's one of
Well,
my,
your dad
my
is
mother's
84.
earliest memories. She was they grew up in Korea. It was a port town in Northern Ireland.
All right.
Her father
Donald
served in
Fuller.
that.
Any corrections? Any corrections need to be made? Oh, yeah, I got to
Yeah.
I got to edit
Donald Fuller says pics on the way.
that. Sorry.
Good luck to you. Good luck.
I would tell mine, but I probably got a bunch of haters after what I said here on air.
stop it. Everybody here.
Who's worried about haters? There's no haters in this channel. You can say whatever you want, talk about whatever you want, and you'll get a fair hearing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I seen one in the chat room that didn't like what I was saying.
Really? Oh, wow. How
Don't
can you
worry
see that? I can't see it.
Don't worry about it.
Every
I'm
time
not
I
worried
touch
Yeah,
my
don't worry
phone,
about
it
it.
kicks me off the fucking shit. Every time I even dare to look at my phone, it kicks me off the show. Every time.
I know how to handle it.
No, well, I was streaming the show through my phone, so I can't take the time to stop.
BP,
But I'm waiting for these emails to come crashing in now, just for a laugh. Thank you, Miss Dill.
Sent to you here.
Miss Dill says she sent me some nudes, Jeff. So hey, fuck you, mate. You're missing out.
That's what Jeff's going to send you, Derek. That's what Jeff's going to send you.
I was going to send you, Miss Dill.
It's 2022 now. We have to appreciate all that stuff. You know, we can't be disrespectful to anybody because they have a different sort of,
viewpoint.
Apparently.
Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? You know that Nikki's going to be a double granny, a double grandmother.
Me?
Congratulations to Nikki.
Why?
Well, did you post to both your daughters having babies?
No.
Well, somebody stole your account. Somebody stole your account then.
Really?
Yeah.
No way. No, my kids will not have babies. One's 15 and the other's 21, but she don't.
They're both guys. No.
The modern medicine craps out kids.
Yeah, if anybody's getting any friend requests or anything, that's not me. Okay, so
well, I must have got one because it was you on there with patting both of them's belly, Nikki.
No, I don't. Nope, that ain't me.
Well,
You sure
I better go back and delete it then.
Yes, go delete it, but it's too late. If you've already hit the link, they've already gotten into yours.
Oh,
I ain't worried about mine.
I'll change my password tomorrow or tonight.
MGW, how's it going?
They're always getting in mine.
Oh, see, people are getting a friend request today.
Yeah, I got a friend request today.
See.
Well, I tell you, yesterday I was up at my mum's house and I got a phone call from some bloody call center from some person of Asian extraction, and they were looking to speak to Mr. John McManus. And I had the pleasure of informing them that Mr. John McManus had been dead for the last 4 years, and could they please piss off and stop calling us?
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, so can I share an interesting story?
Batmom says, Jay, does that mean I was talking to a clone last night?
No. You were talking to me. I think we're going.
I get clones like I'll get somebody trying to sell me like a grant or something, and it's in somebody's name. Like it happened with Sharon Guy. It happened with
Me too.
somebody else, where I would be like, "Wait a minute, this isn't
really."
Yeah,
I get messages. I get messages from friends I went to high school with that say that the government gave them a grant for like $80,000.
Have you heard about the grant?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
That's pretty fucked up that they can research you.
The guys hit me up, want me to do that crap.
Derek, I sent you some birthday email there.
Ron Jeremy, this says, you sexy bastard.
No, I swear to God, this is a true story, and Derek will testify to this. I Googled old nude fat guy to send whatever picture I can find, and the first one, I swear to God, is Jay Fritz's twin
Oh,
brother.
you butthole, you.
It looks exactly like Jay Fritz. And I just sent it to Derek. You tell me if that looks like Jay Fritz.
Oh my God!
I wasn't making him a bad person.
He's squatting down naked next to a brown plaid couch, and I sent it to Dick.
Wow.
I even put in the subject line, Jay Fritz nude.
Everyone needs a hobby. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, really. You're right.
So I think that you have a security deal. When I think somebody is stealing pictures off your OnlyFans site, Jay, and they're putting them on Google for everybody to get
You have
them
an
free.
OnlyFans? Wow.
That's probably his lady friend doing it for him.
Yeah, the light's still on.
Which one?
I don't know.
Just saying. Jay's a stud.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
He's got a harem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cue the sitar. Bing, bing,
Yeah,
bing.
Jay's fun to talk to on Facebook.
What happened?
Can I share a quick joke?
Yeah.
All right, guy goes to the doctor. He's a little bit embarrassed, and the doctor sees. He's like, "Hey, what's going on?" And he's like, "Man, I'm suffering some small penis." So the doctor says, "Well," he said, "I have the cure for that." He's like, "No way." Yeah, he said, "Rub butter on it." So dude's rubbing butter on it, rubbing butter on it. Seems to be working. Runs out of butter, switches over to Crisco. Goes back to see the doctor a month later. He says, "How's the butter working?" He said, "Great. I ran out. I started using Crisco." He's like, "That's shortening."
Oh, yeah. Got it.
I got one.
You just told that recently. I'm trying to remember where.
No, I didn't. I just learned that joke yesterday.
No, he didn't. Somebody just told it.
I got one for you.
Wasn't me.
This old man went to his doctor. Told him, he said, "I'm having trouble having sex with my wife." He said, "Well, what do you want me to do about it?" He said, "I want you to take time and watch me and see if I'm doing everything right." He said, "All right, bring her into the office and y'all do your thing in there and I'll watch you." So he did. He said, "I don't see nothing wrong with it." He said, he said, "What happened?" He said, "Why'd you bring your wife here to have sex?" He said, "Well, it's too loud at home because the kids moved back in. The motel cost too much, so Medicare paid for it."
Okay. Hey, bro, you should change the name of your show to Moses Sex Jokes.
No, I'll just do a segment. We'll just do the hour and a half.
Change the name of the channel. Moses Takes a Chance twice a week. Some crazy bastard rang in.
Mogs rolls the
I
dice.
get a kick out of how my oldest son just turned 18 last week, and he'll come home and he'll look at me and start laughing and say, "I got a joke for you." And he'll tell a joke like it's the funniest joke in the world, and it'll be one that we've heard like 30 years ago. Like it's just making its rounds back around in his generation, you know.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you know how old that joke is.
Just like terminology and everything just comes all the way back around.
Everybody's probably heard this joke, but he came home the other day and he's like, "I got to tell you this joke." And I said, "What?" And he goes, "Don't get mad at me. It's kind of a dirty joke." And I said, "Go ahead." He says, "This guy," he goes to the doctor and says, "I got a problem." And he pulls his pants down and his dingling's orange. And the doctor says, "How long has it been orange?" He says, "Well, it's been that way for about a year now." And the doctor says, "What's changed in the last year?" And he says, "Well, about a year ago, I lost my job." And the doctor says, "Well, that doesn't seem like I'd do anything." He goes, "What's your daily routine like?" He said, "Well, I get up in the morning and make breakfast and do a load of laundry and watch a little TV. And then usually I'll eat a bag of cheese curls and watch some porn."
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah?
I thought you were going to say it was a cat cartel.
I
remember my twins coming home, and it wasn't even school; it was day school, preschool. Coming in and saying, they wanted to tell us a joke, and it was about the crab. And they said, "Why did the crab go to jail?" And they says, "Because it couldn't stop pinching."
Wow. Pinching.
I used to get a kick when my boys were in like preschool age. They'd come home with their stupid little, kindergarten jokes, and some of them were pretty damn funny. It's like I'd have to write some of them down. They were so funny. And I've got a journal of all the things my kids have said over the years that I thought were hilarious, and I'd write their quotes down. But
I got a good joke, but it'd get
I say
Moggs
the
kicked.
craziest things, don't they, Jeff?
I bet Jake got a good one.
No, I can't tell it because it get my show get kicked off.
I bet it wouldn't.
Shit.
I go there. No violence. No, you know.
As long as there's
Yeah.
no medical advice, no name branding in it. I mean,
I'm just reading the jokes in chat. Damien
Hmm.
K says, "What did one butt cheek say to the other? Together, we can stop this crap."
Wow. Pretty good.
That's a good one, actually.
It's clever.
little kids' jokes. So I mean, when my boys are home, they're just. What makes them so funny is how stupid they are. Really, like Drew would be like, "Hey, Dad, what do you call a snail on a ship?" And I, what? A snailer. You know, it's like.
Yeah.
It's just dumb that you can't help it.
I remember man's coming home and telling me that one.
Dude, my kids came up with a joke. Why didn't the skeleton cross the road? Because he didn't have the guts to.
Stevie B says she knows one joke.
All right.
What's the difference between broccoli and boogers? Kids will eat boogers.
Yeah. Yeah, true enough.
That was the funniest one yet, bro.
Jay, I've told some pretty raunchy jokes on here. Nothing happened to Moog's channel. How bad could your joke be?
You can't tell. Well, it's a gay joke. I can't tell a gay joke.
No.
Well, I told one about the priest and all
Not
boys,
brave
and then we
Moog,
didn't
Jay,
get
for
banned. I
goodness
mean,
Lord.
Jay,
Oh, they're gonna
Moggs
rip
is,
this channel out.
Moggs is shaking his head, so I'm not going to.
No, probably not, bro.
It's already
That's-
offensive. Jay. It's supposed to be alternative lifestyle, not Guy, the French guy.
Well,
No, you probably can't. Not in this world, bro, where Joe Biden is president. Not in this world. I don't
I'm
want to
not
turn
worried
it political. I won't turn it political.
I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about him. I just don't want to offend nobody.
Yeah, I
Joe
understand.
Biden's a fine man for walking up a set of stairs and falling on his
Yeah,
face.
he did. This dude fucked up walking upstairs.
I'll tell you when
Even
we
I
get up
can
there,
walk up a
Moggs.
flight of fucking stairs. Like,
Jay's afraid that he's going to pull the wrong purse string.
Yeah. I mean, even in today's world, the way it is now, really, if you drop the word Homo sapien, better be right after it.
Yeah, you right about that. We
Eric
all
says,
are clown.
Eric says
Eric
we
is,
are in clown world. What's
Eric
up?
is
what are
fucking
you
right.
doing on that smartphone, Jay? You Googling, trying to figure out how many of your OnlyFans pictures made it onto the internet?
I was looking for that.
he's just looking up porn, Jeff.
He's
Just
checking
forward
his,
it.
checking his
that
email.
new picture you sent.
Just forward it to him, Derek.
I'm doing my. Wow, that's funny.
Not with that leader, Jeff.
Jay's looking through his old sent emails going, holy shit, I didn't get drunk and send Jeff a picture one day, did I?
We've all been there.
No, we haven't.
Yeah, no, I can't say that.
Just admit
I've
it.
been drunk, but as far as it went.
Yeah.
That's a bunch of damn old perverts.
That's the beauty of being our age. You know, you couldn't actually do that thing. God love the young people nowadays. They have that sort of stuff done, and then before they realize it, they're
Nah.
waking up Monday morning like, what the fuck did I do over the weekend? And then they look in their history. Oh my God.
Lockbeard says, Jay, if you just tell everybody that you're gay right now, then it's okay for you to tell the gay jokes.
Just read that.
You get a free pass for it.
God damn, that's funny. Hey, do you have an announcement to make? Do you have an announcement, Jay?
Presses.
Look, you got a bandana
As the
too.
closet door opens.
Okay, fixed. Dang it.
Jay's got himself a woman over there. You see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
What the hell's he doing with us?
Jay-Z, big pimpin'.
Yeah, really?
Is that a woman that you're not related to, Jay?
I was fixing to show her on cam. She walked in here out of the shower, and she didn't realize I
Shelly
was on.
actually just put a good joke in chat.
Wouldn't that have been funny if she would have walked back and flopped her boobs right over the back of that armchair, not realizing you were on Moses' show?
That's what she did. She didn't realize on, and she didn't have no clothes on. I was fixing the shower.
Oh, yeah.
Tell her you're not recording, bro.
He is.
Shelly says, "What's better than roses on your piano? Tulips on your organ."
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
That's all.
It's pretty good, and it's the truth.
There's a lot of
Mr. D3PO,
Yeah.
I've never woken up with my eyebrows shaved off. That's because I was the hardest drinker in the room and I was shaving the eyebrows off. So just you be careful if you ever come to Ireland.
Tell Jay's women to blink twice if she needs help.
Yeah, touch your ear.
Wow.
Oh,
She took off running when she realized I was on cam here.
That's why.
You didn't tell
He's
me.
like, I don't want people to see me here. I don't want them to know my house. What the hell are you doing, Jay?
My husband might be watching.
Yeah, really.
She called y'all a bunch of goddamn old perverts, is what she called you.
I heard that voice and I thought it almost sounded like Stevie's voice in the background. And I
It
was like,
did. I thought so too.
I thought, is Stevie? It was like a flashback when Stevie'd be there on the side with Mogs talking,
Yeah.
you know? Didn't it sound like her?
I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
I think Jay's going to do
that
a
all
remake.
went out the window whenever
Yeah.
Moggs locked Stevie out of the room
Oh, I did not.
in the motel.
Mogs,
You
why would you do it, bro?
She was stuck
You
out there.
you did.
He grabbed
Didn't
his
do it on
recorder,
purpose.
Pied Piper. Come here, Stevie.
Well,
He went to let her in, and she was out there laying on the ground with a pile of dollar bills people had left in front of her as they walked by
Wow.
because Mogs just locked her out there.
Yeah. Like the YouTube
Pay for the
video.
room somehow.
Amelia Street. Today's episode is brought to you by the letter Hi. And the number.
Stevie's like, wait, what?
Come on, Stevie. Come on the show.
We need to
She
get
says-
Miss Dill and Stevie on here for
He says, I'm at
Derek's
home, I
birthday.
promise.
You need-
The way you said it sounded like Stevie at Jay's house. She's like, nope.
No, she's not here. It ain't Stevie.
Stevie has more
Oh,
sense.
come on, I did not.
He did, huh? Ah, I figured that shit.
Shut the fuck up.
God damn it.
No.
Stevie had sent me a message the other day asking me what brand of taser I thought was best because she wanted to order one before she went on the trip with Jay.
The first question was, what do you think Jay weighs?
No. Come on, man.
I weigh 185. That's what I weigh.
There's no way. There's no way.
What? Grams, ounces?
Pounds.
Oh, sorry. I was automatically thinking Dewey Decimal System. I was like,
Yeah.
he was breaking out kilos like he was a big drug dealer from Miami. Yeah, I got about 100 kilos here.
I weigh
Yeah.
about 100 kilos. So that's a lot of drugs.
20 pounds, Derek.
100 kilos?
2.2, right?
How much does everybody over here weigh?
I'm 210.
Well, you
No,
don't ask
but
a
you got-
woman
you
that.
gotta say your
so
height,
you Don't
too.
ask a
Your
woman
height and your-
that. So
No, Nikki
and-
doesn't have to participate.
Nikki and Jay.
No.
You're
shouldn't
excluded,
have to.
Nikki.
No, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
Nikki's not no.
Jay, do you really only
Like
weigh
I would tell
186
you.
pounds?
I'm a
I thought you
5'10".
were picking your nose. Stop that.
I'm 5'10". I weigh 185 pounds.
Damn.
Damn, bro. You pretty
Pretty
fit,
good
huh?
shape. Pretty good shape.
5'9", 210.
Well, currently going through a divorce. I just lost 360 pounds. So
What? Yeah, I hear you.
And that's real money.
I'm currently 210, and I haven't weighed this since junior high. So,
How tall are you?
69 inches tall.
8'10".
No, 5'9". I just
Oh,
went
I
to.
got
You're 5'9" and 210.
Yep.
That's the same as me.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
according to Google, I'm 220.462 pounds at 6'2.5".
all right. You're the most fit
6'2".
amongst us.
Whoa.
are you sick,
I know they piled shit that high.
Wow.
dude?
I didn't. Steers in Arizona.
Touche, Russell. Nice.
They cheering you on.
Happy birthday, Derek.
Mhm.
When we
Happy
do the full
birthday,
belt
man.
jacket
Might as
routine.
well turn it into a roast.
Yeah, no doubt.
No, roast the fuck out of me. I can take it. Doesn't bother me.
What's up, Stevie?
Oh, thank God I'm not the only gal now.
Oh, wow.
I
Hi,
come
Stevie. Good to see you, my
Who is
darling.
this beautiful
Yeah,
Yeah, you
woman
weren't
right
supposed to tell me about the taser. That was supposed to be a conversation between me and you,
that was
okay?
you were going to surprise him while he was sleeping.
Just keep jabbing them.
Stevie
Why the
can't
hell
play
she
the height
Hey,
weight
that
game
doesn't
because
look
her
good.
height varies.
Well, that was one of the questions I asked right after my surgery. I was like, how tall am I? Nobody could answer.
Yeah.
Well, that was
That is actually an interesting philosophical question.
We'll have to do a pencil mark on the wall for
You know, because it wasn't your fault that you're not as tall as you used to be.
With and without, right?
And it's not as
I
if you
think they
can stick
should-
on a pair of shoes and make yourself taller again.
They should invent those
I think
dial
it's
of height
expensive
prosthetics, you know, that you could change it a few inches depending
You
on
can.
the guy you're dancing with, you know.
Push a button and, you know.
Yeah, you
Just,
just need to
hydraulically 2 inches
All right.
taller if you need.
Robo Stevie.
Odds, I'm going to jump up here.
Karen starts messing with you, you just push a button and you're like 6 inches taller than her. You know.
Bring it. Bring it. Come on.
On
What?
that bombshell.
You're
Go,
taking
baby.
off.
How do you like me now?
You're taking
Wow.
off North
Happy
Alabama.
birthday, Derek.
Hey, Miles. I'm going to
I'm
jump
not
up.
singing to you.
All right, man.
You
I'll
take
see you
care.
later. Jeff, I'll holler at you on
Right,
Facebook.
Yeah.
Say hi to your lovely wife.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for coming on, man. See you
Yeah,
soon.
Jeff, I'll holler back at you on Facebook.
Yeah, hey, I got your message on Facebook. I was just
Where we
out in
just
the woods
live.
for a week, so I just got back yesterday. So
Oh, that's fine. I
Dude,
know you stay
get
busy.
on top of Stevie.
Well, I'll holler back at y'all.
okay.
What?
It's a shame they don't make.
There you go.
Whoa.
What happened to Jay? He was
Mid
mid
sentence.
Oh, man.
Oh,
That was
there
my
it goes.
that was my bad.
Hey,
Dude,
It's a
you
shame. It's a
I
shame.
pushed remove the same exact time that NAC pushed leave, so or
I was
almost. He did it
confused.
before me by like a fraction of a second.
Mhm.
So
wow.
Jay was the victim of that one.
nice.
Oh, man.
I was going to say it's a shame they don't make one of them prosthetic things or a man's pecker so he could change the length of it.
They do.
Oh,
They make one of them
What happened?
Reebok
It's
pump
not
ones. They
attached.
just pump it up bigger. Your doctor hasn't told you about that?
They made those a long time ago, Jay.
Listen, Jay, you need to talk to your
Hey, pop
doctor.
on QVC.
You need to
Check
ask
out
your
Cock in a
doctor
Box.
about all your options, not just.
Not just the pill.
That's just a band-aid.
I don't take a
Just a Band-Aid.
goddamn pill. Stop that.
Yeah.
Much more than being in the popcorn bowl. I'm going to tell you that right now. Good old days at the movies. Ah, honey, help yourself. What the
Prosthetic
hell's this
picture.
thing in here?
Oh,
Wow.
Don't get that joke. They don't do that shit nowadays.
I don't know what.
Yeah, they don't do
What don't they do?
Dude, cutting a hole in the popcorn container and sticking your junk in. Then you're at the movies with your old lady. She's digging deep, and then all of a sudden she's like, "Oh,
Oh, that.
Oh, my
Oh, yeah.
God.
Okay. Oh.
That's
The
why
whole
nobody goes
time
to
you
the
gotta wait
movies with
till the
them.
popcorn
I
goes
hope,
yeah, let me butter your popcorn,
I hope-
darling."
I hope they put extra salt in there.
It's already-
Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, jeez.
Why? People act like they never fucking did that. Stop it.
Most told me
I'm not
already you did that.
You know, you didn't want to
Wasn't
cut
me.
a hole at the bottom of the popcorn fucking bucket if you had a Vienna sausage, because that wasn't getting you fucking nowhere. I'll tell you right now.
What movie was that in? Was that
I like
Top
Top
Gun.
Gun.
Paulie's home movies.
I like the
Probably
original Top
Porky's
Gun,
or
right?
something.
His home movies.
no?
Yeah,
there
it
was
sounds
a
like
movie
it sounds
that
like
did
something they
that
do in
in.
Porky's.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
But
Man,
they
y'all
had
remember Porky's?
ball
God
breaker
damn.
Steve
in
in the bucket,
gymnasium.
right?
Beulah ball breaker.
Ball breaker.
Yeah, that's her.
Hey, I got to
Yeah.
roll the quarters for you right here. Here you go.
The penis had a mole on it. I can recognize it. I want a lineup.
Dude, Beulah ball breaker.
Have you? I don't
That was
know.
a great
I want to
movie.
go back and watch it because it's been forever since I seen it. But there used to be a movie called The Hollywood
Nights. Great fucking movie. Tony
It
Danza.
was. Yeah, where one of the, as a
God,
prank
Paul
at
got
the
excited
prom,
on that one.
he
Tony
pees
Danza?
in
Telling
the
you.
punch.
He takes part of the movie. He's like, my dick is in the punch.
No,
My
he
dick
takes
is
a leak in the
And
punch.
the lady's like, I've had this taste in my mouth before.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what
God.
I say. The
And they're
principal's
telling
wife
everybody, hey,
chips
the
it and
punch got a
says,
little wang
"I've
to it.
tasted this before. I've had
Paul is
this
sat
in
up
my
for that
mouth
one.
before."
Oh, God.
That was a great movie.
Got a little wang in it.
Awesome movie.
Yeah, that's what she said. It's got a little wang.
Little Wang,
Got a
huh?
little wang.
Got a
to it.
little wang to it.
A
Oh,
little wang
shit.
to it.
Get a
A
little
little
wang.
Wang. Eh.
Hey, and everybody
one.
like, hey, they're getting into the dance, right? They're like, don't drink the punch, don't drink the punch. The cops eyeball them. Hey, try the punch, it's great.
God, I haven't seen that movie in forever. I wonder if it's on Prime or Netflix or anything.
Dude, I tried to watch it the other night. They want to charge you for everything.
You remember that time Elton John sang about Tony Danza?
Yeah, Tiny Dancer, right?
Hold me close, I'm Tony Danza. Yeah.
Tony Dancer came on stage. He's like, hey, let me tell you something there. English
Leave me alone,
alternative
bro.
life guy. Who's the boss?
Wow. That's pretty good, bro. That's pretty good.
I try. Sometimes my shit's stale. Sometimes it's funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny to me.
Yeah, I know, but being labeled the most offensive man on YouTube and being
Really?
accused of going on and on and on, I must say I identify with that.
So who labeled you that, bro?
I don't
Oh,
think
I
you're
don't
the
know.
most offensive guy.
No, not even close.
If
I
you
mean-
ever want to see something funny, I don't know
This
how
is a
many
challenge.
new videos he puts, but he had a lot of videos up back in the day. Is the guy from Boston? Go look up the YouTube channel for
Wasn't
the
this
guy from
pretty in
Boston.
sync?
Oh, that's what's that guy's name?
Emmett
He
Steele,
about
come
has
on.
a heart attack when he talks, but I mean, he's a big guy with a cigar and he's bitching
Oh,
about
you're thinking of
politics.
dude. That
and
dude's
he's
from New York. Jeff, he's from New York.
Yeah, but his channel's called The Guy from Boston.
Oh, he's geographically incorrect.
Well,
Siri's
I
telling
can
him.
tell you he's a Red Sox fan and he's a Patriots fan. So
And
I
he's
was
the biggest
assuming he's
asshole
from-
on YouTube.
Well, no, I currently hold that position, but
Derek McManus said the picture that
Yeah,
Jeff
but you're
sent is
self-proclaimed.
morally wrong.
I'll pass the torch. I don't.
Derek McManus said the picture that Jeff sent is morally wrong.
Oh my God, I bet.
Put on your big boy, Derek. It's time to rock and roll.
It was
Rock
so
and
wrong.
roll.
It took
Let's go.
25 minutes to get from Minnesota to Ireland on the internet.
No, he's been looking at it for that long.
Yeah, he was enjoying it for
Really?
quite a while.
Hey, I wanted to bounce back to the purple grass, right? When he was talking about it. Oh, the grass is green here in Ireland, right? And Jeff's like, the people tell you the grass is purple. If you see purple grass, I'm going to tell you, it's two scenarios. It's Easter or you took fucking acid. One or the other.
Hey, yeah.
Hey, I used to buy marijuana that was purple.
I still buy marijuana.
That's
Purple
purple grass,
dragon
bro.
or whatever kind of buds it was. I mean, they really looked purple.
Yeah, they do.
Jeff, I grow mushrooms. If they're purple, they might not be in my pants. They might be in my pants. I fucking really don't know, but I'm going to tell you what. You going to trip?
That weed that came from Hawaii had purple tint to it.
Who the fuck is that? Oh, shit, Jay.
Derek says, I used to like you, Mugs.
Jay, what do you send to that man?
Do what now?
What do you send to that man?
What man? Oh, I didn't send nothing to him.
No, really.
No, Jeff, is that idiot up above me up there?
Don't talk about Nikki like that.
Garrett's eyes are mortally wounded.
Right.
Okay, chick that wanted to whip her boobs
He'd come back on, but he can't find the friggin' button.
Wow.
Just a dude there. Were you blown into the breathalyzer? Tell the truth.
He's poking around. He's just poking around. For the
Derek
wrong
was going
thing.
to come back on, but his mouse button is stuck after he's been looking at that picture for so long.
Not only that, Jeff, I'm going to tell you what.
Sticky.
He was talking about the fucking trailer. He likes moose knuckle.
It's not an interactive button, okay? You don't get more. The more
Not in that way, anyway.
I'll tell you how stupid I am, right? So I'm cracking jokes on Sunday morning. We're having coffee talk at the new place I live, right?
Coffee talk.
So I'm like, yeah, no shit, Jay, stop it. But anyway,
It wasn't me.
oh, whatever the hell it was, stop it. So we're talking. I show him a license plate. I show him a license plate that says camel toe, right? And it was a New Hampshire plate, and I have another plate. The initials on the plate are YDWGFY. And like, why is that significant? I'm like, really? Why don't you go fuck yourself? Don't you get it? And they're like, oh, no way. And everybody starts laughing. So then I show them another picture. It's a New Hampshire plate that I took off a Jeep. And the license plate says knuckle. And there's a moose right in front of the word. So here it is. That's a larger variety of camel toe. And I am completely wrong because it's 180 from what a camel toe is.
Yeah. Cool.
And then my wife's like, hey, here's a picture. I'm like, I don't want to fucking see a dude in spandex. Stop it.
Jesus. What happened there?
Papa says, "Oh, y'all sure brightening up my evening. Thanks."
So, I'd like to share a
We'll make you laugh.
Hey, Derek. Happy birthday, man.
We'll
Happy
make
birthday.
you something.
Right.
So
Jay
I
got
go,
pictures for you, bro.
No, I don't either. No, I don't do that shit. Now I do a lot of crazy stuff, but I wouldn't do that.
hey, man, I don't do that shit.
I won't do that shit.
I don't fuck around.
Okay.
I ain't saying that, but I don't do the kind of shit you're talking about.
You made Jay angry.
Dude, you're like a boss.
Don't be mad at me, bro. It's the Mo show. It's the Mo show.
Don't make Jay angry. You won't like him when he's angry.
Yeah, I would not.
I got a T-shirt.
Jay, just you be prepared for an amazing trip whenever you get into a car and then wake up somewhere and have absolutely no recollection of how you got there.
Oh yeah, many times.
Blackout. Nice.
Oh, many times.
Yeah, not in a long time.
No, many times.
I woke up at some chick's house one time, right? And I woke up with my pants unbuttoned. It was like Jerky Boy. So I go to dentist to get tooth pulled. I wake up with my pants unbuttoned.
Wow.
Dude,
What is that about?
I think she was trying to play like David Caruso on Miami CSI, but instead of her name being Horatio, she was Fellatio. And I was smoking a cigarette and I burnt her hardwood floor.
Classic.
We should rename the show the Pauly Confessions.
Oh, yeah.
He stunned us all. No.
Hey, Ben.
Oh, ain't done no weird shit. You fucking liars. You're all Pinocchios. I'm in the Brady Bunch Pinocchio hour.
Ben. You hear me?
So everybody's a freak, is what you're implying.
I never do weird.
I woke up one morning
Joel said it
in our
best.
neighbour's house, and it was a block of flats, and so I woke up, and my bed was facing the same direction it would be in my own house and all this here. Opened the eyes, looked right, I thought the decorations are wrong. What the fuck's going on here? And then I actually realised it was in Suzanne's bed, in the flat across the road. Jesus Christ. So I went down the stairs and sneaked out, and they were all still drinking down below. Oh, that was a crazy night.
Mm.
Are
And
you on the wrong
I
house?
thought maybe the police roused you. You know, it's time
I
to go.
think Nikki wanted to say something.
To Ben.
Well, I was trying to get Ben's attention. I don't know if he can hear me.
hey, baby, I'm here. I hear you.
I was
Hey,
gonna tell
Hey,
you my
baby.
you know Susie, right? My sister.
Susie?
Yeah, Suzanne.
No, ma'am.
Disco
You
Susie.
don't know her?
You know,
You know her if you saw her.
You know
Disco
her if you
Susie.
saw her.
Not the
Okay.
biblical
Comes on
sense.
Mogs. She comes
All
on
right.
Mogs every now and then. She started a new show called the
Authentic happiness.
Happiness Show. The Authentic
The show I
Happiness
can't
Show.
remember the name of.
Good
Yeah,
save,
Oh,
folks.
not
well, it
tonight,
doesn't
though.
quite roll off my tongue yet, so that's okay. My show doesn't either. Anyway,
what-
she wants you on her show.
Really?
She
Yeah.
loves
Oh, my.
your thought process
Oh boy.
and wants to have
And your
discussions
voice.
with you. And
Dude,
yeah,
the
what
bass. It's all about
everybody's in love with Ben's voice. That's
Something
Really?
exciting and
Wow, I didn't know that. I did not know
Yeah.
that. Okay, I guess send Mogs something and he will email it to me.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that's cool.
But
You can do that.
okay, I know it's we are right at 2 hours, but what is the craziest fucking story everybody got that happened to them? in their life?
Don't even
Today?
ask that question.
that happened today.
I could do a whole
Today?
episode on that question.
What the fuck, Jeff? He's talking about your whole life, not fucking 24 hours. Stop it.
I've shared my most of mine.
Yeah, narrow it down some.
Okay. Craziest story.
Well, when you're
The
narrowing it
one
down, I just want to take a
craziest-
chance
the
to say
one-
to Stevie.
What? I
Stevie,
didn't know
thanks
that.
for sending me the wee message on Facebook for happy birthday and all that there. It's much appreciated. And I
Oh,
hope you're
you're
well.
welcome.
And
You know, it's
all that
funny
kind of
there
stuff.
because I don't get notifications at all. I get no notifications, and I'm never on Facebook. But this morning, first thing, happy birthday to Derek McManus. I was like, oh wow, but yeah.
You only get the good ones,
Derek
you
sent
see.
it.
Stevie, he likes pickle
I'm
cake.
not 50 every day, you know.
Stevie, where you from? New Jersey too?
No, no.
Get about it. Hey.
I'm in Florida, but I'm from DC, Washington DC.
My favorite station,
Washington?
DC 101.
All
Yep,
right.
there you go.
I used to work in DC. I did a lot of work up and down the East Coast. That was always a good station. Good music.
Yep. God,
I
hadn't
didn't
heard that in a
know
long
anybody
time.
lived in DC.
I used to deliver to DC like once a week.
I was born in the city, and I was raised right outside on the Virginia side. Well, Maryland side first.
Oh,
So I was in
George's County, one of my favorite spots in Maryland.
where?
Prince George's County.
Prince George's County. Yep. My dad's been Anne Arundel.
So if anybody wants to email Derek,
The two worst cities to ever ride a motorcycle in is Atlanta, Georgia, and Washington, D.C. Oh,
Washington.
You just got to know what you're doing.
I don't know. New York kind of sucks too.
New York sucks all the way.
To the balls.
New York one?
Yeah, absolutely. You
I wouldn't
are
want
right, brother.
to drive a motorcycle in New York. That'd be crazy.
yeah, you would. No, I didn't in New York. No.
All right, so crazy story. Since nobody will tell one, I will. I have no shame.
All right.
No,
I'm talking about like kind of supernatural crazy.
No, this is some funny ass shit.
Something you cannot believe.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe it. I lived it. If this was the Matrix and you could plug a USB into my brain, you'll all be laughing your fucking ass off. I'll tell you that.
All right.
So,
Laugh
anyway.
my ass off, anyway.
Well, Derek, you don't laugh a lot, so I don't know if I believe that. But anyway, so I work on a farm, still work on now. So a buddy of mine used to bang this old whore, and she had,
Whoa.
whore.
Thank you.
That's a very Irish word.
So she had a lesbian girlfriend who was way younger. So if we paid them by the hour, we get both of them together. and then you whatever you wanted to do.
For real? I'm
Nice,
sorry,
dude.
Dude,
Mo.
it was
I'm
cost us
sorry about
25
this.
dude, it cost us $25 each, right? So we get him there, and then my buddy Stinky,
Sorry,
hence the,
Mokes.
hence the nickname Stinky. Dude, he stinks.
Apologize.
He fucking guy never washed his ass for like 20 fucking years. So
Mm,
it's Brute 33 on the fucking seat, my buddy 69 fucking Skylark, because he was so fat he couldn't get in the back seat. So he's like, "Why is my ass wet?" Dude, because it stinks. But anyway, so he goes in first. So he he actually takes a fucking shower, which he never did.
Shaking my head too, Nikki.
So he goes in there, right? He's in there for a fucking hour. We're like, dude, what the fuck? Come already. Right? He's like, dude, I jerked off before I got here. Now you got 15 guys pissed at him. They want to beat the fuck out of him like he's a pinata. So he leaves. I go in there. My buddy goes in with another guy, and there's this old Portuguese guy who I love to death. He's got a big beer belly, he's a long hair, and they're double teaming the old whore. And I got the young girl. I smoke a joint with her. I'm drinking a beer. I'm getting a BJ, right? And then Santos looks over at me and goes, he couldn't say Porky, which was my nickname in school. So he goes, "Hey, Bogey." I'm like, "It ain't fucking Bogey, it's Porky." He goes, "Whatever. Look at me, man. Me and Joey, double sex." Right? And I'm like,
10 seconds.
He's got his ass propped. He's got his
you.
belly propped up on her ass. He's turning his hair, and this is like a blue film porno. You know what I mean? It's like the light I can see the sweat off his hair, back side to side. Yeah, man, double sex. And I'm like, Santos, shut the fuck up. What's going on?
Is there a point to this?
No, dude, it was
Probably not.
You had to be there.
Holly,
I
geez.
just seen the chat.
Hey, we got women in this damn place. Come on now.
Yeah,
That
Dude,
was so
that's
inappropriate,
story. I
Polly.
told you.
Come on now,
Polly.
guys.
That was way inappropriate.
That was
Yeah.
terrible. That was
I don't
terrible,
want
Paul.
to hear
Sorry,
about your
I-
sex revelations.
Sorry,
Sexcapade.
That's
No.
not cool.
No problem.
Wasn't
I'm
cool,
sorry,
dude.
Mokes.
I'm done with
I'm sorry,
that. I
I'm
love
sorry I
you,
let
Derek.
it go that
love you,
long.
Moggs, but I can't even believe I sat through that.
Oh,
Wow, he left.
And just to change the subject,
No, I got-
motorcycles were mentioned, and I'm not a fan
Anybody
of
saw a
motorcycles.
UFO?
But did anybody see the TV show Sons Anarchy? Is there anybody here from California?
Yeah, definitely. I've seen that
I've seen
TV show
I
before. What
started
the fuck is
rewatching it again
fuck just
today,
happened?
the series.
Does that crazy shit actually go on?
Oh, hell yeah.
What? Yeah. Oh, yeah. And America? Yeah, it does.
Hell yeah.
It does. It
Man, I'll tell you
definitely
what,
does.
I live in
Yeah,
South Dakota where the world's largest motorcycle rally takes place. And you go out there and you will see dozens of members from the Dead Men, the Mayans, the Hells Angels. I mean, all of these clubs. And I'll tell you what, you look at these guys, you do not even want to walk past them. They make the Sons of Anarchy show look like freaking Captain
They do.
Kangaroo.
well,
Yeah.
it's like
Well,
we kid
Jeff, if
Daytona
you don't want to walk
every year.
past them, they must be fucking hard, man.
I wouldn't fuck with them.
Bike week in Daytona every year. It's the same thing. They
Yeah.
take over. They take over. Yep.
Just crazy motherfuckers. I mean, really.
Deb Bryan, hello. Listen, guys, I'm sorry I let it go that far, and I'm sorry that Nikki got offended, and if anybody else got offended, I apologize.
Goddamn, man, I'm sorry about that.
I just had to address. No, it's not your fault, dude. I know what you were trying to do.
You have to feed the logarithm. As long as somebody says sorry, it's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not okay, but regarding YouTube,
Well, I'm gonna say this. I like Paulie's okay, but Jesus Christ, you don't do stuff
No,
like that.
I agree. That
Look, even good people make a bad judgment, and he starts telling a story
That was
that probably
terrible
shouldn't be told, and
Yeah, really.
he just kept going with it. It doesn't mean he's a bad guy. It just means
No,
he's
I'm not
probably
saying
a
that,
bad
but-
choice to tell it.
Yeah.
I guess
But-
Graz says he's a former Unforgiven.
well, I'll give you a current example over here. There's Dairy GAA is doing very well, and they were in they're heading for the final, and they were in a quarterfinal playoff, and it got a bit hectic at the end of the match, and GAA's rough. Gaelic games is rough anyway. And the guys sort of fell out. And one guy reached and he tried to poke the other guy in the eye. And obviously, wrong. I'm sure he regretted it as soon as he did it. But it's been plastered all over the papers. And, they're trying to make out that, but it was just a heat of the moment thing. And I'm sure, like, a minute later, he regretted what he'd done. But, they're just getting all the nastiness on the press thrown at them. But as I say, it's a rough game. Like, GAA is a rough game. So, you play a rough game, people do rough things. Sort of apply that theory to life.
I understand.
Be respectful to everyone, but sometimes you have to be rough.
Well,
that's
yeah.
bad.
I was gonna actually tell a crazy story that happened to me, but it has nothing to do with whatever he talked about.
No. Let's tell the story.
All right. So, you've heard this before, man.
So,
when we were young, so my grandma's house was haunted in South Louisiana, right? And there were different things that would happen all the time. So for some reason, she pushed the Ouija board on us as little children. And I'm here to tell you, the Ouija board is not a fucking game. So we played with it, and the Ouija board would tell you exactly what the fuck you wanted to hear. Like down to who your next girlfriend would be. It'd tell you exactly what you want to hear. But at the same time, it wasn't accurate. It would misspell words. But okay, so that happened. So the Ouija board was after my little brother, F and D student in school. Told him he was going to be a doctor. So nobody really believed that. We all laughed at it, We asked it different things. Ouija board told us exactly what the fuck we were thinking about. Like numbers. Like, I'm thinking about a number. Can you tell me what number? Yep, it did it exactly. So it turns out the Ouija board was really after my brother, who is a doctor now.
Ironic.
Yeah, really ironic, dude. And dude, it was just tell him this and that. But he saw a dark figure in the corner of his eye one time when he was cleaning my mom's Bronco. So he saw that, and there was a squeegee on the top of the Bronco. It fell down for some reason, and the trajectory was going straight for his eye, but it changed and went into the door catch of the Bronco. So, all right. Yep, that's normal, right? So he had his best friend was a really stupid dude. Really stupid. I'll call him, RD, really dumb. I'll call him that. But so RD was huffing brake cleaner one night. All of a sudden, and this is the same time we fucked with the Ouija board. All of a sudden, bro, he started talking in a different language. And we were like, what the fuck? So we went around my dad had a pond, bro. like a big ass pond. We went around the pond. We were on the other side of the pond, and we were talking about OD. I mean, what is wrong with OD? Is he fucking with us or not? We were talking real fucking softly. We were whispering. This dude could hear every single thing we said. He was not an articulate guy, but we would ask him something and he would articulate it perfectly. We would ask each other something. He would articulate it perfectly. That was not RD. That was not RD. So the Ouija board found somebody that wanted to get fucked up with the fucking brake cleaner, huffing brake cleaner. And it used him to try to get to, I guess, what would be the strongest one of us, my brother. And dude, we went over there. We went by RD. And only thing we could do is fucking pray. Because he was telling my brother, take my hand. Take my hand. And what the fuck is that about?
So he would, Ben, one thing I think that I would point out here, though, is that you're referring to the Ouija board as the entity or an entity, and it's not. It's a way that I think entities or spirits use to it wasn't the Ouija board that
it's a doorway. Absolutely.
It is there was a spirit or something that may or may not have been doing this communication and influencing you in that way. It wasn't the board itself. I mean,
no, I understand it wasn't, bro. The Ouija board was a doorway, bro. I understand that. I definitely understand that. And they used that doorway. It came through that doorway, and it did stuff. So we only got rid of it by we knelt down and said prayers. And that's what stopped it. I mean, the dude was like, okay, after everybody knelt down and said prayers around the fire. He was all right. And we asked him, man, what you remember about that? Nothing. That's what happened, man. That's so when I asked
I have
about
an interesting story about the Ouija board. If anyone's interested.
I don't think I just knocked somebody off. We just.
Jay.
Whenever I was about 17, there was, it was Halloween time, 31st of October and all that carry on. And people wanted to do the Ouija board for fun. And they did it in the, back garden shed of a house. And apparently they talked to some child that had died in the fire. And within 7 days, the house that the people lived in went on fire and burned down. Well, it didn't burn down because it was brick construction, but you know what I mean? And they said, well, it was because, it's Halloween in Northern Ireland, people build bonfires. And they were building a bonfire outside. And they says, oh, the younger child in this house saw this and they took a fire, I don't know what you would call it, a little thing, something out of the actual fire in the house, solid coal fire, and dropped that and set the house on fire. But, you have to wonder. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Mr. Lee, I love you too. But I love you in just, a casual way, not just a man love way.
You had mentioned brake cleaner. It made me think of a story. I'll tell you a story. It's not a supernatural story.
All right.
But with the 4th of July coming up, it's kind of a 4th of July story. Me and my high school buddies, one of them lived out on a kind of an acreage, a farm. And they had a few animals, not very many. But a couple of their sheep had some little lambs, and there was one little lamb that always laid around on the porch of the deck like it was a dog. I mean, he wouldn't hang out with the rest of them.
Okay.
And we were working on a motor. We had a race car that we raced at the circle track, and we were rebuilding a motor, had it hanging from a tree, and I had a whole gallon of carburetor cleaner there and a gallon can, like a paint can back then. And we ran to town for something and came back, and I looked, and that carburetor cleaner was like 2/3 gone.
Uh-oh.
Now, what the hell? And we realized that the sheep that we'd named the sheep Goofy. Goofy had drank 2/3 the gallon of carburetor cleaner.
Wow.
And as the sheep got older, you know, the little lambs that hang around the house, they kind of joined the rest of the flock down by the river in the field. Now Goofy, he lived his whole life up on the porch like he was a dog. We'd have parties out there, and people would like get drunk and try to jump on Goofy and ride him around the driveway, and he'd take off like a rocket, and we'd shoot bottle rockets at him, you know, and he'd run around. I mean, he was just half, pardon my language, he's half retarded, you know, because he drank this carburetor cleaner. And one day we ran to town, and I had a Honda Accord. This is back in 1988. I had like an 81 Honda Accord hatchback or something like that. We ran to town, and my buddy had this long gravel driveway that took a hard 90-degree left turn into where the yard was. And as we pull off the highway down onto his driveway, Goofy's standing there at the end of the driveway by the highway, and my buddy says, "Hey, it's Goofy." And I'm flying down his driveway doing about 30, and Goofy's like a racehorse behind us, running behind us. He's pretty much full grown by this point. I'd slow down a little bit and let him catch up, and then I'd take off, and I couldn't believe how fast he was going. And we get all the way down by his yard, and I grab my emergency brake and slide sideways in the gravel driveway. And we look up, and I look out my window, and here comes Goofy, full blast, puts his head down, and caved the whole side of my car in.
Wow.
I mean, it looked like I got hit by a pickup truck, just like, but through his body into it, running like 30 miles an hour, just caved it in.
Wow.
And like the next day we were thinking, God, is he going to live? And we went out by the silo, and there was a bunch of these ditchweed plants. There was about 27, 8 foot tall ditchweed plants going. He ate them all down to the ground.
Wow.
Ate them all down to the ground. And spent about a week laying on the deck, didn't even move. We thought he was going to die. But
how did Goofy
it was just a funny story about Goofy the sheep.
Jeff,
how did
you
Goofy
mentioned
turn
July.
out,
Goofy the sheep.
I say, Jeff, you mentioned July. As I understand it, there's a date early in July, the 4th of July, that's very important to American people.
Yeah, pretty important.
Independence Day and all that. So I just have to ask, are you going to watch the movie?
It means different things to different people, obviously.
Yeah.
No, well, I like the bit.
No, you're going to watch
I like the
Independence
bit in the movie when he says, "Hasn't got anyone got any missiles left?"
So,
Yeah,
are you
right
talking
here,
about the
Mr.
movie
President.
Independence Day or the movie Born on the 4th of July?
No, Independence Day.
Both
I like
of them
that
are
one.
pretty good.
No.
Yeah.
No, well, I'll tell you what, Jeff.
Watching it.
There were 2 movies I sent my late father to see after I had seen them. I sent them to see the reboot of Casino Royale, and I sent them to see Independence Day. And he came back and he says to me, "Thanks, Derek, for telling me to see them movies," because he enjoyed them both.
I like the special effects.
I have to admit, I'm not an American. I'm from Northern Ireland, all that there. But I love that bit in Independence Day whenever they shout out, "Doesn't anyone have any missiles left?" And the guy comes in and he says, "I won't let you down, Mr. President." And away he goes. That for me, all right, arsehole from Northern Ireland. That sums up the American character, because they're not going to let you down. They're going to go there, and if it takes an ultimate sacrifice, they're going to do it.
The movie Independence Day was kind of the time it was released was kind of like the beginning of the new technology of CGI creation. You know, like those
Yeah, you're
effects.
right.
The
You
thing
know,
is, see part of them
really
scenes.
good.
See the scene where Air Force One takes off. Do you know what they did to film that? They took a piece of cardboard, painted it black, and put pinholes on it to make it look like stars. And that's how they did that movie.
Movie magic.
Mr.
500
Derek
years
is
old.
500 years old today.
Fuck off, Mr. Lee. I wish.
Where is Mr. Lee?
He's in the UK.
No, is he
Mr. Lee is
coming
in
on
London
tonight?
land.
He's in an insane asylum in the countryside in the UK that they let him have internet access.
Via bootleg phone.
Yeah.
No internet access. Huh? Yeah.
He runs the cigarettes in there too. So.
Oh yeah, does he? Mr. Lee. God damn. This dude will never come on the show, huh?
Not anymore.
Mr. Lee, the accusations of me being a werewolf are very scurrilous. You're gonna have to prove that.
Well, let's go back and I'll do that. I can do that. I'll go to every show that you
No,
were
you
on.
do that. You do that and shit.
We'll see if there was a full moon any of those times that you were on. Because that's the accusation is you're never here on a full moon.
Yeah, really. Yeah, so my story was only to, say don't fuck with the Ouija board because it's fucking real shit.
Yeah.
Or at least
No,
be
seriously, man.
prepared.
No, I agree with you. Don't fuck with them. Bad news.
But some say using a spirit box is the same thing. You're inviting the same,
I don't think you need a device. If you're going to place yourself in an area,
you're probably right, Jeff.
Let it be known that I am open to communicate with whatever spirits are here. I don't think you need a board. I don't think you need a spirit box. If some fucked up shit's going to happen, some fucked up shit's going to happen. I mean,
you're right. You're probably right, man. You're probably right. What you think, Stevie?
Well, I was just thinking in that moment that I have a daughter, my oldest daughter, who has, growing up, my kids have seen all kinds of stuff. We have stuff happen around the house, every house we've lived in. My oldest daughter believes that she won't talk about any of it because she thinks if she talks about it, it'll draw it to her. So she thinks that just talking about it will attract stuff. So. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I don't know if that's true though. I mean, me
I don't
and my
either.
buddies talk about hot women all the time, and we don't attract shit.
Yeah, and
from
you're
hot women,
still,
so, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, if that's the case,
maybe the concept's flawed. I don't know.
No, but I mean, as far as she's had sleep paralysis where she woke up to something in her face that terrified her. Calling me at 3 a.m, freaked out. I had to meet her out in her front lawn.
Yeah. Hey,
Jeff. She won't talk about it. She won't talk about it.
Tell you what, Jeff. We talked about hot women tonight, and we asked for Stevie, and she popped on.
That's true, but has one manifested into the room?
Absolutely.
Right.
Look, Stevie's right there.
Silly. Nikki was first. See?
That disco cat.
The cat was first. Yeah.
Yep.
The disco cat.
Sure was.
See, Sandra thinks I'm right.
Stevie B.
Don't mess with. Don't mess with
Shirley,
supernatural.
that's actually she's outside the glass door. The other side of that glass door is the inside of the house.
So something's in there. I'm really worried. If you're seeing something.
Well, I should probably get going too.
Yeah,
Derek,
we busted you well over the 2 hours, Mugs.
Happy birthday!
Thank you very much.
We went 20.
Happy birthday,
went a little
Derek.
over it for
Happy
your
birthday, Derek.
Thank you. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Moggs. Thanks, everyone.
Happy birthday, Derek.
Means a lot to me for that you came on and spent the time with me.
Oh, yeah.
You know what, though?
Wait. I think you got that backwards. You came on and spent
Yeah.
time with us.
Moggs had
That's what I
It
was going to
his show.
say. That's exactly what I was going to say. You came on and
I didn't
spent
know
your
you had a
birthday with us. You know?
I love you
Well,
all. Don't get me
Derek
wrong.
said
I
a
love you
month
all.
ago, Derek said, my birthday's on Tuesday, what is it,
28th.
June 28th, whatever. And it's on a Tuesday night when Moggs is on. So be
Moggs said
ready.
love you too.
So then I popped on, I'm like, where the hell's Derek? We're a month we've been hearing about the big birthday. And he was fashionably late.
Oh,
I'm a
shit.
classy guy. What can I say?
Better late than never.
You are pretty classy.
Absolutely. All right, Moggs. I'm rolling out, brother.
Right on, Ben.
Good
Thanks
night,
for hanging
Ben.
out.
Good night,
Later,
Jeff.
man.
Good night, Stevie.
Pleasure as usual.
All right, Derek. Happy birthday, brother.
Thank you.
Later.
Right on.
Yeah, I'm going to go too. Good night, everybody.
Mr. Lee gave you 10 kisses, Derek.
Oh, look at that.
Right
All
on
right,
the
Stevie.
lips.
Love you. Love you to
That's
bits,
funny that
sweetheart.
you
Love
counted
you
them.
too.
You
Happy
take it
birthday,
easy.
Derek. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Good night,
You
Stevie.
go
I'll talk to you.
on. Have a good night.
Good night. Night, Jeff. Chat.
Night.
Night, sweetheart.
Yeah, old Mr. Lee gave you 10 kisses right on the tulip.
Mr. Lee is from London. That's all I'm going to say.
Little ferry ride away.
Really?
You guys could hang out for your birthday next year, maybe in person. I mean, seriously, what's the UK from where you're at? You hop on a little boat ride over there. I mean, shit, that's like going from Minnesota to Iowa here. I mean, that's not a
12
big
miles?
deal, right?
12 miles? 12 miles across the water to the mainland?
Yeah. You and Mr. Lee should be having fish and chips watching a freaking rugby game, man. What's going on?
In the pub, sucking down some pints.
Yeah.
Happy with that, leader. As we used to say in the Royal Navy. But anyway, thanks, Jeff. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
You
have a good rest of your week.
Genuinely appreciate it. Even I do take the piss out of you about your cow hat.
I wore it just for you. I almost wore a different one, but.
Nah, I know that.
Just for you,
Moggs,
Derek.
thanks anyway. No, I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Good night, guys. Derek,
All right,
thanks
folks.
again. Happy birthday.
My honor. It's my honor. I'll see you later, guys. Jump
All
on.
right. Take
All
care.
right, Moggs.
Wow, that was fun. Interesting. Yeah. So that fucking Polly. Listen, guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight and putting up with our shit. If anybody got offended, sorry. Howler, what's up? You just came at the end of the show. So if you guys enjoyed tonight's show, please hit that like button below and leave some comments. I always like reading the comments. If you're new, subscribe, share it, and if you want to donate to the show, you can do so through the PayPal link I will post in the description below, and it's also in the banner on my channel in the lower right-hand corner. Everything's appreciated. All right, guys. I will see you on Thursday. So 2 days from now, we will be back to this nonsense. Again, happy birthday, Derek. God bless you. And everybody, peace and God bless.